Alrighty then. Big fat penises.
All right, it wouldn't be a normal session if he didn't do that. So
I know, like, watch him just get really close to my mic, and I'm like, don't blow up my mic.
Alrighty. So it's been a while, but I'll do a small recap for you guys from what I can remember. So you guys, you finished up. You grabbed all the pages that were around the area of the Woods of Prosperity, and Lazuli, in fun fashion for her character in this campaign, was almost pulled into a weird-looking hell portal by a giant arm covered in eyes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that's just most fun.
Oh yeah.
So you had your third encounter with douchebag McLaserfingers, also known as Victor, and afterwards you all went back to your kind of rundown tavern. It's still rundown at this point, but you ran back to your rundown tavern only to find it overrun with undead, and you guys cleared them all out, only to find out that a lich had been released from those papers and that portal. Woo! So I'm gonna say it's about 3 days later after that happened, and so you guys can have a long rest.
Sweet.
So it's gonna be about 3 days after that happened, and we will be starting at morning. So I would like you all to give me a roll on your d20s, and we'll see who wakes up first.
Hold on. I don't remember how to do jack shit. How do I long rest?
It just had to be for waking up, Juliet.
Okay, so 13.
Okay, wait. I still can't figure out how to long rest.
It's at the top of your sheet. It should be top right, I believe. All right.
Okay, I might be stupid. I'm not seeing anything that says long rest. Yeah.
At the top in the gray part,
Of your
it
hit
says
points.
share, short rest, long rest, and campaign.
Yep.
No.
Matt, you see your hit points.
No.
I see my
I'm keeping
points,
that.
okay?
Hey, move your mouse cursor up to the thing that says campaign, and then move it over to the
Campaign.
left to the thing that says rest.
There's nothing there.
Click it.
There's nothing there.
Great, then just
Honey, screen share.
reset yourself to max.
Oh yeah.
Wait, it says I'm viewing a read-only character sheet. Am I not?
Oh,
something
that
like
explains it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I can
Yeah.
read only.
Apparently, I'm
Have
not
to sign
signed
in.
in.
Sign in.
Apparently, after not
That'll do
logging
it.
into a website for over a month, I'm signed out.
Valid.
Oh,
Anyway, well, he figures that out. What did the rest of you roll?
Oh wait, let me roll.
Wait, we're rolling for what now?
Waking
Wake
up.
up.
which I do
I
not
rolled
like
a
the
2.
idea. The last time we did something like this, I didn't get to play. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm staring at Quinlan.
I rolled a
The
2.
last time we had to roll to wake up, I didn't get to wake up.
Oof.
I had to sit there while everyone else played. And you know what? I fucking rolled a 3. I got a
I
fucking
rolled
3.
2. I think Hera's gonna die in his
So,
sleep
alright,
or something.
that means that
Alright,
I rolled
so-
a 9.
Torval
My
wakes up.
laptop is definitely about to crash.
Oh my god, this is a great start. A 3.
All right. Oh,
I'm
God.
mildly suffocated.
Not the blanket show. And that's what. Oh, so Torval, you're in your bed. You're very comfortable, dreaming of conspiracy theories of all the like, and you just you inhale too hard, and the sheet just goes.
Damn. Don't want to accidentally bore them sheets.
Okay.
Not good.
It looks like I'm gonna have to close Discord on my laptop. I will be right back.
No, I'll probably go right back there.
We'll probably go right back. It's fine.
So you should be fine. You can just
all right, Torval, what do you do now you're awoken?
Still there.
No, wait, it's working fine now. Sorry, my laptop is just taking a shit.
You're in the bar area. So you head down to the bar, and you see Paxton is at the bar. He's behind the bar. He's just cleaning cups and whatnot. And you smell the sweet aroma of breakfast coming from the kitchen, followed by muttered swearing. And out of the kitchen doors bursts Iron holding a bag of potatoes, followed by Fish yelling, "No! Out! No potatoes!" You've become quite accustomed to this start. In the corner of the room at the one of the two tables you have at this tavern right now, Triss is in the far corner just drinking dark coffee, watching this happen as she does most mornings with a look of, God, I hate where I am right now.
look carefully at the "I really wish I weren't here right now" button.
Am I remembering incorrectly, or does Leslie still sleep like under and behind the bar?
Leslie sleeps in the attic.
Yeah, it didn't.
I thought Harrow took the attic.
I thought he tried to.
He tried to take the attic, but Leslie
Never mind, then I'm in the attic.
I don't know where Harrow is. I think he just sleeps on the roof.
I think he just sleeps.
He nested on the fucking chimney.
In the chimney. He's currently coughing on the smoke. In his sleep.
You know, that's canonically what's going to wake you up is the food smoke. We'll get to that. All right, so... All right, you'll take a seat and wait for breakfast. Harrow, roll me a Constitution save.
You make me want to kill myself. 16.
16. All right. You do not choke on smoke in the chimney. You awaken to the sound the sounds and smell of breakfast. You are in a chimney. You forget why you're here, but the smell of pancakes awakens you.
Feels like I was asleep for a few months. I'm gonna go get breakfast.
A little longer than that, buddy.
So you are going to crawl out of the chimney, only to kind of be upside down. To just as you come out of this chimney, you see Fish, and he looks at you with pancakes on his griddle. With you coming out of the chimney, he is not amused. He squints at you. And he just goes, "Bird, feathers no good in pancakes.
No.
Out! Go sit and make food."
I'm gonna take a seat in a chair, but I want to still be upside down.
All right, fine. You sit in a chair wrongly. No one is amused. Well, you're amused with yourself. Next to wake up is Lazuli. Lazuli, you wake up in the attic.
Spiders everywhere.
Gross.
It's like...
Something.
I just imagine she has like those cat eyelids where like there's an extra set and she opens one and then the other and is like, "I dreamt about being dragged to hell."
Nightmare arm.
Child crying in her sleep. Yeah, she's just gonna go downstairs. Kind of like...
All right, As you're heading downstairs, you notice that Snart's room is empty.
A what is empty?
Snart's room is empty.
Huh.
Rock Clark's room is empty.
You mean the squeak toy?
Yes, the squeak toy's room is empty.
I'm gonna keep
The
calling him that
narcoleptic
because
squeak
he
toy.
squeaked when Trish grabbed him.
All right, so you head downstairs and you set up breakfast. And the last to wake up will be Surak, big boy.
What a surprise.
So you wake up in your very large bed. You've actually taken 2 of the regular sized beds and just kind of shuffled them together to make something to sleep on because of how big you are.
My legs were hanging off. It was just getting uncomfortable. I need support.
Yep. And you wake up.
Me too.
Expecting yelling, screaming, some cacophony of chaos, but surprised to wake up to nothing yet.
Well, I didn't know it did that.
Yikes. The standards we
I think
set.
I'm just gonna walk downstairs, pleasantly surprised, enjoying the less chaotic energy going on.
Like a proud father waiting for it all to go to shit.
I'm not like the older brother who knows everyone far too well to not think it's gonna go to shit, but he's just wondering when.
There's feathers in the pancakes.
But did we finally fry the bird?
As you say
Tell
that,
me we didn't.
as you say that, you see Harrow just kind of upside down in a chair.
Did somebody say bird? I want chicken nuggies.
No. I'm glad.
Don't make it canon. Don't make it canon.
But I'm not sure I'm glad to see him.
Axton just kind of gives you a glance. You want the usual big guy?
Better make it the usual.
All right. He's going to pour some coffee into a large mug and then put a shot of alcohol in it and give it to you.
Leslie's gonna like slap her hands on the bar table and do this towards Paxton and be like, I want what he's got. It smells good.
Yeah, you can totally have what he's got. He just kind of like puts some milk in a glass and gives it to you.
That's not what he's got. I've got a nose I can smell, you know.
You're too young to drink it and be quiet.
I think she might just...
Paxton! is sleepily yelling while still upside down in his chair.
Paxton will thump over to you. What do you want, bird?
The thingy.
Oh, yeah, that.
I'm gonna offer Lazuli a sip of my drink.
No!
Yes!
Underage drinking!
She's gonna see this, and she's gonna pull a dagger out and throw it at your cup. Let's see how well she does.
Well, you're not gonna let him do like a sleight of hand thing or something?
So you start to like extend your cup out to Leslie, and this dagger flies out from Trish and just pings into the table and then flies and sputters on the floor. She just looks at you and just goes, nah.
Well, I mean, she's free to make her own decisions. Whether or not she regrets them is her problem.
You're gonna hear her grumbling like into her cup. You,
I'm going to...
you hear
I'm
Leslie
gonna-
grumbling into her cup. I've had alcohol before.
He's gonna look Trish dead in the eye and just be like, people are free to make the decision. And he's just gonna stare her down while handing Lazuli the cup.
Leslie's gonna take a sip and be like,
she's gonna take coffee and just take a long, aggressive sip. Sorry, I had her roll for intimidation, and she got a nat 20.
damn.
I won't say that you're all.
Can I roll against it?
Go ahead. Well,
What stat do you want for that? I've never had inter-player intimidation rolls.
Let's see. We'll say charisma save. Yeah, we'll say charisma save.
You said she got a 20?
She got a nat 20.
Oh, what's her modifier? Is it above a 1?
I think her charisma mod is like, I think it's 1.
So, okay, I can't beat it.
Oh.
I have a +0 to charisma. I physically cannot roll high enough to beat it.
Right. Like, I'm not gonna say that you're gonna be like scared of her, but you know that she's just like glaring at you while sipping this damn coffee.
Well, I guess there are not 21 sides to this.
Does Harrow get this super drink?
I'm just gonna squint at her, slowly look down, just pat Lazuli on the head.
Why can't I have just the coffee?
Paxton's gonna look at her. You want just the coffee.
I said that.
Promise me you're not gonna bounce off the walls and start talking a million miles a minute.
Well, she's already.
You know I can't promise anything.
He's just gonna pour you a small cup of coffee and just be like, here. As for you, Harrow, he's going to take a bunch of different alcohols and coffee and put it in a cup and give it to you and just be like, here, go nuts.
Righty-o, boss. I want to immediately dope all of it down.
Okay, Harrow, give me a con save.
Oh, fuck.
Right.
15.
Okay, because I didn't know if you could see everything. Because some people are making like visual references.
15.
Oh, I don't have that open. 15. Yeah, you feel a little woozy, and your eyes just kind of like, but you fight most of it off, and you're all right.
Oh no, he's getting better at it.
He's becoming resistant to the morning jungle juice.
Oh, that ain't jungle juice, my lad. The day Harrow has jungle juice is just going to be.
But what?
I think he's still up roof.
Trish just kind of says, "Oh, the robot. Yeah, he's been on the roof. He's powered down. I don't know. He's been like that."
Anybody who his on switches.
Short stuff. There's 3 short people.
Oh
I
wait,
assume he'd be in the
I
rock.
looked into their room. They're not there.
I guess they wandered off. Never came back. Mm-hmm.
Everyone's got their decisions. Guess a divergent path was what they decided on.
Trish is just gonna kind of elbow you, Torval, and go, maybe they got picked up by a large bird or something.
That would be kind of funny. So, I think I know the word for that. That's ironic? Hey, Ethan.
I want to walk up to Fish and make a request.
All right, you walk up to the kitchen door and you poke your head in, and Fish looks at you from the, he's a short little kobold. He looks at you, goes, "Bird, what do you want?"
Chicken tendies.
He's gonna squint at you and just go, "Isn't that a crime against your species?"
I was disowned by my family a long time ago.
Does it bother anybody that the kobold has more ethics than Harrow does?
He's just gonna kind of glint at you and just go, "That doesn't surprise me."
I'm not saying it surprises me. I'm just wondering if it disappoints anyone else.
He's gonna just go,
But it's a good thing, isn't it?
Leslie just looks up at you and goes,
Look, man, I'm an advanced species, all right? I'm a bird person. That's just a joke. All right?
God damn it.
If you cut my head up, I die immediately. That fucker just keeps running.
That's like the worst one.
Anyway, as you're all bantering, Surak, you notice that towards the front door, there's now a job board. It's pretty makeshift. You think Durnan put it up, considering the handiwork. And there are some things posted on it.
Since when was that there?
Paxton, the old codger put it up, I think last night. You know, something about organization, which I find funny because he can never find any of his goddamn tools.
Yes,
I
we
would
know.
like to pull a hammer out of my pocket and just kind of look at it.
A hammer out of your pocket. All right, you pull a hammer out of your pocket. All of you just immediately dart your eyes to Harrow, going, "Wait a minute, is that the hammer that Durnan's been going on about for the last 2 days?"
You might want to give that back.
I mean, the robot guy had it and it fell down the chimney.
That doesn't mean it's
you were like sleeping and the hammer fell on you. Oh, this is mine now.
That doesn't mean it's yours now.
Who
I
said
still think
that?
you should give it back.
It's mine.
No, give it back.
I'm just gonna leave it on the table here.
It's a mistake to make.
I'm just gonna lay it down on the table.
I'm just pretty sure he wouldn't find it very hard to strangle you if he found out that you were the one that had it and you decided not to give it back.
With my experience, nobody finds it hard to strangle me.
You are quite scrawny.
Trish lowers
I just
the
meant
coffee,
that everybody hates
and
me and
you're-
feels perfectly fine doing it.
she's just gonna look at you and go, and your neck is also very squeezable.
Well, I don't hate you. Annoyed by you, maybe a little, but hatred is reserved for only the truly dastardly in this world.
He says as he's looking at his list.
Player question, because I'm a bird, am I able to turn my head all the way around, or am I still restricted on that?
He is an owl.
Okay.
Is he?
Is
No,
it-
Harrow's more of a hawk.
right? There's a hawk. Owl's the owl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Alright.
Yeah. You can turn.
Owl's the one who walked into a room and just.
You can turn your head a little farther than normal people, but not a full 360.
Okay.
So, would anyone like to check the job board?
I still haven't.
All right.
I'll follow him, sure.
All right,
Miles is just gonna let the older people take care of this.
I'm gonna
When
skip
as
down
the two of you come to the job board, you see 3 postings. You see one that has a dagger embedded in it. You see another one that is nailed to the board, and one that is stuck there with honey.
That is an effective adhesive.
No, it's just horrendous spelling. That's not.
Guys, I have a question. When did we find out Fish was literate?
Did we find
Right now,
right now?
about
I mean,
now,
he's a
and I'm
good
not
cook.
sure. I would
Wouldn't we
call
have to
him
assume that he's at least a little literate? A little literate so that he could read, like cookbooks and stuff?
I just thought he was naturally.
Not necessarily. A chef could, in theory, just trial and error his way to proper recipes and then use memorization. It's not he doesn't have to be literate per se to be a good chef.
I know I'm not one to
Possible.
talk, but how smart do you think Fish is?
Was that Matt?
I said, as Harrow,
Yes,
I'm not one to talk how smart do you think fish is?
Smart enough to cook you food without killing you.
Smart enough to know he shouldn't try to kill us.
I think he just wants to cook things. That's really all he wants to do, and stay away from potatoes.
He's also smart enough to attack Iron whenever he goes after potatoes.
Would you?
Speaking of which, where is Iron right now?
Oh,
I already ran out of the kitchen earlier, but
he's in the corner, kind of like cradling the sack of potatoes.
Leslie's gonna go over and poke his bag of potatoes.
They're beautiful. Oh, I wish I could eat them. He just puts one in his jaw and it falls right through. Oh, I wish I could eat things.
Have you tried making lips out of things?
That
He
sounds.
just he'll take his thumb and his index finger, put it in front of his jaws, and the potato will fall through his jaw again. Didn't work. But I like your enthusiasm, little one.
Have you tried shooting the potatoes?
Someday. I'll give them back. Don't worry.
That
What?
is. I'm no doctor, but I don't think that works how you think it does.
You're probably right. I'm gonna abstain from doing that.
Probably a good idea to not cut the child's lips off.
What? No, I'd use magic.
That's not.
Why would you take my lips?
I can't even say for certain there isn't a spell that does that.
Why wouldn't you take the lips of someone who deserves to have their lips removed?
Wait, it's a wonderful idea. I'll go find people who don't need their lips because they're morally ambiguous or bad people, and he's gonna rush out the door.
Did he leave the potatoes?
Oh.
I hate to say it, but anything he does is on you, girl.
Did he leave the potatoes?
I just didn't want him to take my lips.
Well, now he's going to go take someone else's lips, possibly multiple.
Wait, he knows he only needs one set, right?
Does he?
We have
Does
a more
he-
important
Can
question.
you say for
What do we
certain
do
he
with
knows
the
that?
lips when he comes back?
We are
He
not
can't
going
use
to
them.
do anything with the.
Speak for yourself. I don't want dibs on a set.
You're a bird. You don't
You have
need
a-
lips.
What do you need lips?
Who needs lips, though? Hmm?
None of us. We all either have
Exactly.
them or don't need them.
So why can't I
Correct.
just have a
Correct.
set?
You realize you're wasting your time.
I know I am, but goddammit, I'm gonna try.
I'm really confused.
Great. Which job to angrily grab?
I'm just gonna walk into the kitchen again. Fish! I'm yelling for fish.
Okay.
He's going for it again. Chugga, 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 choo choo.
That's insightful.
I'm going to quietly grab the one with the dagger in it.
Okay, you grab Trish's job posting. And upon you grabbing it, Trish is going to just kind of look at you and go, besides giving alcohol to minors, she looks at the rest of you. You all think you're going to be up for a bit of a journey.
I mean,
I
I
don't know
travel
what
all the
that has to do
time.
with giving alcohol to minors, but yes.
She just kind of squints at you, but ignores it. There's a town. It's about 3 days' journey. They've been having some undead problems.
Seems to be a theme.
So, Iron's just been harassing them.
Maybe.
I mean, if the skeleton was harassing them for their potatoes, I don't think we'd need well, you would need to go there.
I mean, I'm more than happy to take care of it. That depends on what everyone else thinks.
Mm. I'll go wherever you guys want.
I'm still in the kitchen.
Honey note.
Why is that
Town
paper
has
so
agreed-
sticky?
It's not.
Tris will say, the town has agreed to pay you all for your assistance.
All right, Harold's gonna poke his head out of the kitchen and just go, I heard we're getting paid.
We could use some money. Help put this place back together a little bit more.
Sure. I suppose that's an incentive.
He votes for the honey note.
Didn't you say you needed to decode that first? It
Fish is going to scuttle out of the
It
kitchen.
has his name on it.
Fish will scuttle out of the kitchen and just kind of look at you, Torval, and he's going to go, that one's easy. Throw the bear in the woods. Bring it back. Make dinner.
That seems a little more immediately important than taking a 3-day-long trip to a town.
What? Real? I would find helping people out of a dangerous situation more important than giving fish something to cook.
What if he makes us dinner on the way? We could knock 2 quests out.
I don't think he'd be able to carry all of his equipment with him. I don't.
He could cook it beforehand. To go.
Or we could go help these people immediately.
So as you're all talking, Durnan walks in the front door and sees the hammer on the table. Ah, my hammer.
My arm goes behind
Wonder
my
what
back.
that
I still
got
have the gauntlet on.
And he's just gonna look at you, Harold. Just not say anything, but he's gonna eye you and just go. It's like, I know you did it. And he's gonna take the hammer and slip it in his pocket. And he's gonna look at all of you debating on the job board. And he's gonna go, you guys are planning on going to that town, what the heck is it called? Trudel or something? Well, as much as I like hanging on rocks and stuff, I don't have any proper smithing equipment. I could make you all some very nice weapons, but yeah, some bellows and a forge would be nice. I know a guy out in Dingle or whatever the heck the town is. Totally could set you up. Well, set me up. Help you set me up. Yeah.
What's his name?
What's his name? I think it's Mountain something. Mountain. It starts with a mountain, I think. Yeah. Trish will then speak up. It's about 3 days away, maybe 2 days away if you're quick. Depends on how fast Farrell wants to ride. Say that again, Quinn. You just meet Mountain something or whatever and get the bellows.
Here's your fish's note.
Fish?
Oh, yeah, the bear? It's out in the woods. Saw it the other day. It's covered in scars and scratches. Probably real tasty.
Wait, you said bear.
Yes.
I don't want anything else to do with any more bears for a long, long time. Thank you.
Hold on. Did we ever see the...
Especially not ones with legs.
So about
Specifically not ones with legs.
Flashback.
Yeah, about
The
this
child
one.
being choked out by legs.
So,
I'm good. I'll have none of that. Thank you.
about this undead town.
Is the town that the equipment's in and the town that we're
The town,
going
the town with the undead problem is the same town that has the equipment that Durnan wants you to pick up.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, that's actually 2 birds with 1 stone.
That's offensive to my people.
Or offensive to your people.
Not wrong.
Wait, how is that offensive to your people, but eating chicken isn't?
That's a crime against
Don't
the
ask
people.
me about moral questions.
I probably should. Iron will steal your lips.
I don't have lips. Checkmate.
So
I wouldn't put it past him to take your beak.
Trish is going to walk over to Usarak and say, if you're headed there, I think one of my contacts, the one that's been, well, one of the few that's been feeding me information, they've been staying in that town for a little while, keeping tabs on it.
Okay, and who's this contact?
Goes by Mr. Voltorin.
That's a pretty edgy name.
What does he look like?
He's I think he's a dragonborn. He's red. I've run into a couple of times.
Do you use a shovel?
Shovel. No, I don't think
No.
so.
No, it wasn't a shovel, it was a bomb, wasn't it? One the girl keeps going on about?
She shrugs.
Uncle
I
Vima?
really just, I don't know, maybe. I just pay him to do contact work for me.
I only ask because I'm not sure I want Harrow anywhere near explosives.
He's.
Is it Uncle Venus?
He almost blew himself up once.
I'm sure he's relatively safe. He got himself killed yet.
You know what? That's actually a very fair point.
Lasley's just like jumping up and down, like, yeet!
Yeah.
Trish is just gonna like sip her coffee and look at Leslie. Why are you all excited?
It's been too long since I've seen him. I miss him.
Okay then. I'll tell Farrell to get set up and get you guys to travel.
Uncle Venus! Let's go. Yes! Yes! Hold
So
on.
unless what's she doing?
She muted herself and was like, yes! She's now screaming into a pillow. She's basically celebrating that she gets to see Vimo, says Leslie.
All right. So, unless you all have anything else to do, you all pack your belongings, grab what you're going to grab, and throw it into Farrell's cart, and he will get his wargs ready
Speaking
to.
of NPCs, we brought those carpenters back with us last time, didn't we?
Yes,
Okay.
they're working on the roof and actually giving it woodsmanship.
Probably
Around
a
the
good thing.
robot that is just entirely too
As all of
uncomfortable.
you are getting set up, you see the robot on the roof deactivated as the dwarven brother and sister are working around him, and it actually looks like a roof, rather than a patch job done by a con man. The
Nice.
dwarven brother will kind of wave to you and go, "Oh, I guess you guys are going out. Well, I guess by the time we get back, we'll have a picket fence all set up, and maybe we could deal with some of the rot and the mold, I guess."
That would be helpful.
And the sister will just kind of look at him and go, "Oh, fine work. Yeah, I guess you could do with that. I want to put little boats on the corners of the doors. Oh, you and your boats, sis. Come on, I like boats."
Could I have like a nesting area?
Do you say that loud enough for them to hear it?
Yes. I want them to hear it.
The
Besides,
dwarven brother will look down at you and go, like how big? Do you want it to be like a big nest, a comfy nest, kind of like artisan, you know?
kind of
Yeah,
like
you gotta let
the
me
size
know.
of the chimney. That's pretty comfortable.
We'll see what we can do by the time you get back. Have fun on your travels. Don't die.
Here's to hoping.
Torval,
Can't say I
Torval,
agree.
I'm like a cockroach.
I don't know about dying, but I'm kind of good at killing things.
So as you're all getting set up to leave, Trish will stand on the front porch and look at you all and just kind of go, "See you guys later. I've got something to take care of."
Okay, don't do anything shady or weird while we're gone.
Don't behead any priests while we're away.
I'll hold down the fort. She just kind of looks at you, Torval, and she says, "You know I can't do that, right?" And with that awkward silence, you hear some rustling in the bushes. And out of the bushes comes a small red tiefling you all know as Mayor Wilds. And she just kind of waltzes in and goes, "Oh, hey, you guys going somewhere? Taking a trip?"
Yes, apparently we're taking freelance work now.
Well, I suppose you need to make your money somehow. Where are y'all headed to?
Trangle dangle.
Never.
That's not what it's called.
It's Truddle.
Oh, Truttle. I know Truttle. Yeah, my brother's the mayor there.
Are you just a family of mayors?
You have a brother?
Does he also get kidnapped a lot?
Is everyone in your family a mayor?
No, not everyone in the family's a mayor.
I'm gonna bonk Torval on the head for that statement.
My cousin is a very renowned baker over in the town of Trixie, but he just decided to go into being mayors. No, my brother does not get kidnapped because his town actually has competent guards, defenses, and fortifications.
Just be nice.
So people who aren't stupid or crazy.
Yes.
Or crazy and stupid.
He just kind of points at you, Leslie.
The child gets it.
Don't remind me of the conditions I have to deal with. Anyway, my brother's town is, well, he does more of the political stuff and the funding and the backing and the building parks. And God, I've wanted to do that for so many years. But,
Do you want us to say hello for you?
yeah, you can let him know I say hi.
Sure.
Did the money I donated
I'm sure we'll bump it.
for the town?
What if he's undead?
If he's what?
Apparently they have an undead problem. What if he's undead?
If they have an undead problem, I'm sure my brother could probably handle it. He's competent.
Torval, what if we're all undead?
Little one, perhaps a more optimistic view would suit you a little better.
She's just gonna stare at you like, really?
I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
Okay. Wait, I want to ask Mayor Wild something.
DM just left.
Oh.
DM just left. He had to pee.
Anyway, I'm back.
And my cafe's probably not going to open for a while.
You what?
The cafe I work at is probably not bringing employees back for a while.
All right. If there are no objections, the cart will get moving with all of you on it.
Hold on, I wanted to ask Mayor Wilds what if my donations helped with the town any bit. Yeah.
Oh, your donations. So Mayor Wilds is gonna look at you and just go, "Yeah, your donation to the town. Used it to repair the walls, like the 10th time. Thanks. Sure, it's gonna get broken next week."
I'm just gonna slowly reminisce about the time that I helped break the walls, like 2 months ago.
I'm part of the problem.
Not anymore.
And with that, you will all be off on the cart.
Can I ask the driver 20 annoying questions?
Sure.
Are we there yet?
So you keep saying that, and after about an hour of this, Pharaoh will turn around to you with his forked tongue promptly just hanging out of his mouth. Listen, bird. If you keep doing that, I feed you to the wargs.
Is that worse than being fed to the wolves?
Well, you see the wargs and how big and toothy they are. Yes. Yes, it would be.
Hera will now silently sit down. Oh, out of character question. I forgot. What does my gauntlet do again?
The gauntlet that you have, it does more damage. It does an extra d4 of damage to undead.
Okay.
So if you were to punch an undead with it, you would do a d4, and then you do 2d4 damage with the gauntlet punch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what it does. Against regular people, it's just 1d4.
Great for fisting undead.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Especially them legs.
I don't like it. Make it stop.
Alright. So what? Does anything happen while we're on the way in?
Hello?
Hello?
His thing's frozen.
Uh-oh. It broke. Uh-oh.
They died and you might want to...
But you guys we will have the end of day 1 of your travels on the cart. And as the cart's going along, you're looking for a suitable place to make camp. I would like Srak, give me a perception check. He has to pull.
I have to pull my sheet up.
He's to pull his sheet up.
Crunchy.
Crunch.
Gotta love that crunchy audio.
Your crunchy audio.
My dick's crunchy audio.
Oh wow.
Oh, whoa?
Oh, seriously.
Ooh, woo.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't need dice. I've got dice all over the place.
No, he's trying to pull up his sheet.
Yes, it would have been. I wish you had. 9.
Alrighty.
That's with modifiers. We're going great today.
As you're going along the
You guys
road,
are super
Srak-
crunchy again.
All right, give it a sec. My laptop just got back to its start screen.
Okay. Srak, as you're on the road, you see a campfire. Off to the right. It's a little off the road, but not super far.
Do I see anything around this campfire?
You see tents. It's kind of hard to make out, but you know, it looks like a campfire with some tents.
Okay. I say nothing of it and just go back to patiently writing.
All right, he says nothing. Would anyone else like to perceive?
Time to perceive through time. Wait, never mind. I can't say that. I'm not Pip. Hold on.
Where is my perception?
I have a modified 19.
All right. So
Fine.
from Surex Gate, Leslie, you see the same camp, and with this you see there's a couple people there. There's some banners on the tent that you can make out. They have a very particular looking emblem on it. You don't know what the emblem is.
Okay. And you want to hop out and go say hi to those folks? There's folks in the woods. See the fire and the banners and the tents? If they're bandits, we can keep them from hurting other people, as Sarak had put before we left. There you go, help people. Banners.
Unfortunately, not with your perception check. You'd have to get out. Like, you can ask Farrell to stop, and you can get out and take a look. All right. So you ask Farrell to stop, and he'll stop and pull the cart off to the side of the road. How do you want to approach this camp? Okay, give me a stealth check.
What'd I miss?
All right, you're a little clunky, but you shuffle up to the camp in the bushes to get a better look at it. Yeah. So you get in and you see this banner, and this banner is a crescent moon with a spear underneath the crescent moon. And if you want to know what the banner is, give me a religion check. No. Alrighty, you know exactly what this is. Actually, this is the church that is in the town that you were staying in the garbage. It is the symbol of the Church of the Falling Spear. And they set up a soup kitchen and a church in the town of Prosperity where you're from. They tend to be very friendly to travelers. It's nighttime, so that's why you're all looking for a place to set up camp.
Wasn't it one of their priests that Triss almost murdered?
I thought it was one of their priests that Tristan
I'm gonna
actually
look toward
murdered.
Dead in the eye and go, yes, I don't think that's advisable if that... Wait, did he have to die? I forget.
He didn't die.
Yeah, okay. I wouldn't recommend that. If you'll recall, one of their members was sort of lethally threatened at our tavern, and I'm sure he told his friends. I don't think we'll be carrying much favor with them.
Wait, so they're a church, right?
Yes, they are a church organization to your knowledge.
Can we just give them some money and they'll just bless away the sins and leave us alone?
I don't think so. They seemed quite problematic with our newest cohort.
I didn't go to the... Do you think I went to the church in our town?
Yeah,
Oh.
Yes, and do you think that if he went back to his church and told them, I found the monster we were after. She's with these people, described all of us, and they're just gonna go, oh, well, those people are clearly not affiliated with her. We shouldn't bother. Or do you think they're going to assume we're on her side and therefore extensions of the problem? How? You're the paranoid one. How is this what doesn't bother you? First time for everything.
Wait.
So as all of you are talking, a woman in some very white ornate robes will just kind of overhear, the conversation, and she'll just walk over to where you guys are, and she's approaching. She doesn't know you're there yet, but what would you all like to do?
You are approaching.
Oh, you are approaching me?
Do you want to switch audio back?
Is yours good now?
Yeah, I'm booted up.
Alright, he's booted up, so we're gonna switch back to his.
Okay.
Okay, now I can actually focus on what's being said.
Quick recap while they're doing that.
Oh, okay. Alright, so this woman is approaching. What would you all like to do?
Hello? I was just gonna kind of stare at her.
So it's Torval, you're calling out to her? Okay, you'll say hello. She'll look kind of surprised to see, travelers, and she'll look at you and go, oh, travelers. Are you friendly travelers? She says suspiciously.
Leslie's gonna look herself up and down. If they weren't friendly, I'd probably be dead by now.
That is a fair point. Are you perhaps looking for a place to set up camp?
We might be.
Maybe? Would we?
Yes, we're looking for somewhere to set up camp.
We'd probably be. Oh.
What's going on now?
Huh?
Zero?
Nothing, he's back.
Who's just back? Okay, why
Oh,
is there
no, I
one
have a-
intimidation roll?
Because apparently my existence is enough to force me to roll intimidation on this woman.
Basically, how I described it is it's dark out, so she sees Torval, then she sees Torval, then Lazuli, and then he goes something like that, and then she notices you there, just this massive guy. Just,
Why is that
One thing I don't ask to roll, watch it be the high roll. I haven't gotten above a 10 tonight, and that's a modified 18.
She's going to.
I told you.
She's gonna take a couple steps back, almost falling over, seeing you and your massiveness compared to her. She goes, "Oh, I didn't realize you had such a large friend."
Are you sizist?
You got an issue with my tall friend over here?
No issue. I just didn't notice him in the dark. Why don't you
If
all
we're being
come?
honest, lady, he's probably the most sane out of all of us.
He's the most cuddly person here. I tried to eat a dog.
You'd like to
He was
roll?
upset.
Okay, go ahead. Torval, roll insight. Alrighty. So
I mean, to be fair, I get that reaction a lot.
she'll say, "Why don't you all come take a seat by the fire and have some food? We have some soup going." And she will just kind of nervously scuttle back to camp. Not, just. Oh, that was a shock to the heart.
These people are mean.
Am I
But
that?
RJ, did
Is my mere
Chad
existence that
scuttle?
scary?
She chants.
You don't scare me, buddy.
I'm going to
I want to-
lean down a lot over to Leslie and just be like, am I that scary looking?
Can
No,
I
I
give
don't
Eric a
think
big
so.
hug and say that he's not scary?
I appreciate it, but I'm not sure very many things scare you, Harrow.
I know scary things. I lived with them for over a year. You're not scary.
Yes, I know. Believe me, those men. I've got their number. Well, I've got their names. I've got the tally marks. Don't you worry.
Oh, it's less the men and more the things one of the men collected.
Yeah, you mentioned some horrifying things.
So, what would you all like to do?
Guys will plop herself in front of the fire and just vibe.
All right. So you all go and sit down around their campfire. Sorry, do you sit or do you stand?
I'm gonna stand over by a tree just because I know I take up a lot of space. I'm just gonna let everyone else sit by the fire.
Fair enough.
I'll stand like 2 feet back.
Around the fire are some different followers of the Church of the Fallen Spear. The most notable one would be the one donning silver armor with the stereotypical, like they have the flag on the front of it with the crest of whatever they're fighting.
Yeah, like the flag straight down,
Yeah.
usually tucked into a belt. Yeah.
He has one of those, and he has a pretty interesting looking spear on his back. It's kind of forked, so it's like a 2-pronged fork.
Like a Biden?
Yeah, kind of like a Biden.
I would like to walk up
Wow.
and then say,
All right.
"Sir, I really appreciate how shiny your armor is. Can we discuss it? Who made it for you?"
He looks at you and goes, bird. I don't see many of your type. Very interesting. You have pretty shiny feathers yourself. Thanks for the
think-
compliment. He's folksy.
Oh no, he's Joe Biden.
Why does he sound like Krunk?
Because
So,
Ron
where'd
is a
you get that
folk hero
armor
in
from?
nature.
Oh, this armor?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, it was specially made for me by the church. As to where they made it, I'd have to get back to you on that one.
So, what are you guys all doing out here? It's like the middle of the night. Why is there a whole bunch of people from the church out here in the woods?
Well, we're responding to an aid request. This town called Truddle's having an undead problem, and we have a church stationed there. They're not doing so hot.
What a coincidence. Me and my group, we're heading right there as well.
You're heading to the town of Truddle to help out. Well, that's mighty kind of you. Well, that's a pretty good motto, I must say. You might make a good member of the church.
Sir, can
He
you
just kinda
compliment
leaves, like-
everything you hear?
He says that to you, Sir X, like, dear God, you don't know what you're talking about.
I have doubts.
Say that again, Quinn. No, they don't serve any particular pantheon, any god. General goodwill and aid group.
He didn't answer my question.
What was your question, Phoebe? I didn't hear.
You compliment everything you respond to.
He's gonna look at you and say, "Well, I find that having a mighty kind nature can go a long way, and it's better to compliment people than be negative."
How good do you think puppy taste?
Well, I've never had a puppy myself, and I don't think I'd want to eat a puppy.
Why would you ask a nice man about eating puppies, Harrow? That's horrible.
Because I missed out on the opportunity because someone wanted to save it.
Yeah, me and everyone else. Shut up,
You didn't miss out on anything.
dumb bird.
Sir, is there something I should know about?
You all,
Yes, that I am quickly losing any sort of faith in you.
you all seem like mighty kind folks. Good to have you along. This guy's optimism, like this, his humbleness and optimism scares some of you.
I more envy it.
Yeah. So, Torval, give me a perception check.
Time to perceive the time. Old ones.
Alrighty. So, you see, as this man's talking to you and giving out smiles, you see some frailty in his smile. Much as though, like, the optimism is kind of forced. You also notice that his face is, it's pretty scarred on one side, and his left arm, along with the side of his face that's all scarred up, you've seen him talk with his hand, but only his right hand is the one that's moving. The left one just sits there and does nothing. He's gonna look at you and look at his hand. Oh, yeah. I mean, he's just gonna reach, grab his whole arm by the shoulder and just pop it off. Need a hand there, friend?
Leslie is screaming.
Is it for sale?
Leslie is screaming.
I'm just gonna slowly put a hand in front of Leslie's eyes.
And he's gonna look to you, Harrow, and say, "Unfortunately, my arm's not for sale. I do need this prosthesis for fighting. It's a bit rigid, but it gets the job done." He puts it back on there. As for what happened to my arm, it's a pretty gruesome story. And he's gonna look over to Leslie. I don't think that one would probably want to hear it.
Sir,
Actually, the
with all
story
due
might be
respect, I live a gruesome story. Continue.
Yeah.
I guarantee you she's heard worse.
Give me a persuasion check, Leslie.
Ask the bard to persuade.
Well,
Yes, sometimes it lines up like
you're
that.
trying to persuade him to tell you the story.
What would this game be if we didn't get to use the stats we were good at?
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Well, he's gonna look at you and see how, like, you're just, like, sitting there with your hands at your side, like, just trying to look tough. I mean, well, if you think you can deal with it, little missy, all right, I'll tell you. Well, he just kind of he just kind of leans in because
If only you knew.
he doesn't he seems to not want the other members around the camp to listen in, so he kind of like motions for those of you that want to hear to huddle.
Scooches in, cross-legged, like.
See, a couple of years ago, there was an initiation ceremony for paladins. It was a pretty normal fare. So, you know, we were expecting things to go as usual.
I know where this is going.
Now, I don't know what it was, but there was a female paladin. She was up for initiation. Well, part of the initiation happens to deal with, it's a small prick on the finger. Just a little bit of blood to swear your fealty to the oath. You know, very standard fare. I don't know what the heck got into that woman, but she was madder than anything I've ever seen in my whole life. And, well, I was just a rookie paladin at the time. Clawed up my face and took my arm. And she killed everybody else there. I was the only one that survived. It was terrible.
Certainly a gruesome tale, surely.
Who would do something like that? Well, she's a woman the church has been looking for a long time to make her pay for that misdeed. Her name's Trish Swordfallen.
Everyone just counting his shiny feathers. 1,
So,
3.
I've been personally trying to hunt her down myself, just because, well, I kind of want to try and avenge all my fellow paladins and head paladins that died that day to the fists of that gruesome, monstrous woman. But, you know, duty calls, and I gotta help the people.
Of
Yeah!
course.
People helping! Yeah.
Understandable. Have a nice day. By the way, name's Jonathan. Jonathan Marston. It's good to meet y'all.
Is there any other information we should know about this Trist fella?
Well, this Tris Sorfall. I haven't seen her much myself, but, you know, she's dangerous. Wears a big old heavy suit of armor. She's blonde. And she doesn't like blood very much. And she fights with a polearm. Kind of like my spear, but a bit longer and heavier. She's really good with it, from what I hear. Most of the scouts we sent after her, she, so. Oh, this prosthetic, it's a bit rudimentary. It's nothing special. The boys whip it back up at our HQ. They do it sometimes for high paladins. It's mainly just so I'm not fighting with my spear one-handed. He just kind of takes it and he clicks some gears on it to make it rudimentarily make some hand positions. And the most he could probably do with it is holster or hold something in it. It's not very fancy, but it gets the job done.
That makes me very happy I got to keep my arm.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly doesn't replace the original.
She's kind of like sitting looking at her brand, like looking at his prosthesis, looking at her brand, like, man, it could have been so much worse.
You got something to say, Ethan?
No. Sorek's just gonna look down at her, think for a second, and he's just gonna leave it at that.
All right. Well, you folks enjoy the camp. You know, take a load off, have some soup. We'll keep watch. Don't worry.
Is there anything else around the camp that might be interesting, or anyone else that looks out of place, or anything like that?
Arrow, give me a perception check.
All right, let me check on what I get. I get a 1.
What did you get?
I rolled a nat 1.
Whoops.
Nat one. Harrow, that dirt looks really interesting. As you see Harrow just like staring, just like he's like scanning the dirt.
Where'd you guys get this dirt?
Where did you guys get this dirt? Jonathan is just gonna kind of look at Harrow and just kind of look to Leslie. That one don't got his brains all in the right place, do he?
I don't think he has brains, sir.
Huh.
What?
That's a fun observation, lady.
I think he has feathers instead of a brain.
Alrighty.
Can I try and find that lady that ran away from us beforehand?
Well, if you wish to give a perception check to try and find her.
I would like to give a perception check, Mary. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's not very good either. That's an 8.
An 8. You also are scanning the dirt with Mr. Birdboy.
I'm too tired for this. I'm time to go to bed.
You also wonder, where did they get this dirt?
It's more like Harrow. Man, where'd they get this dirt, Leslie? No, she's not here.
No, he's got a point.
No, he's got a point. Yeah, no, he's got a point. As for the rest of you, you may go to sleep if you so choose.
You're going to bed.
Yeah.
All right.
I think sleep is a good thing.
I'm gonna sleep at the thing we were riding. I can't remember what it's called. Why can't I remember? Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. I'm gonna sleep with the cart.
Matt's having
You will sleep.
It's one of those days. I once forgot the word cup while I was at work.
Yeah, you'll sleep on the cart with Farrell. The rest of you will sleep near the camp.
It's funny, Phoebe, but I literally had to tell one of my coworkers because I put my drink down on the freaking one area we're allowed to have drinks. I was like, hey, just so you know, that Pepsi thing is mine. Cup, there we go. And for a brief second, I just forgot the word cup. But the funny thing is, he knew anyway. He's like, oh, yeah, the Pepsi thing.
Alrighty, so you all go to sleep. Alrighty. So the night rolls on, nothing too crazy happens. Hey, Lazuli,
Yeah.
give me an intelligence saving throw.
Ah! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's a 17.
Alright,
Good.
Lazuli, you are very sleepy in your tired stupor, and you find yourself slowly waking up, and you realize that you're starting to sleepwalk out of the camp, and
What?
you're at the edge near the bushes, and you're
What?
wondering, where the hell am I over here?
I don't normally
That's
sleep.
weird.
What's happening?
Give me a perception check.
The dirt is very interesting.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
So you
22.
you're like, why the hell am I? And then you squint, and off in the distance, between the trees and the clearings and whatnot, your eyes dart, and you see a figure wearing a very distinct looking cloak. And you actually recognize this cloak.
Huh?
It's the cloak of a collection agent.
Huh?
And they will look at you and just kind of snap their fingers because they're like, well, that didn't work. And they will hop off into the night.
Les is gonna run back to where the others are and like shake someone away. Who what?
Who
Who's
do
the
you
first
shake
person?
awake? Well, that depends. Who do you shake awake? Harrow is
Okay, I'll
not.
do Surak just because Surak. I'm shaking you awake.
Right, Sorak, you are softly shooken by Lazuli.
Shook it.
You just you shooketh. You are shooketh by small child.
Oh, I'm feeling shook.
Yeah, just Sorak waking up.
It's just,
Oops.
oh. You having trouble sleeping?
Someone tried to steal me. They just ran off.
Where?
Nobody, Sorak, the what?
Just gonna point in the direction they went.
Well, as he says that, he's just like reaching for his maul, just.
No, it's more like, what? Well, where? Looks back up, already holding it.
They tried to use mind tricks while I was asleep to get me to walk to them, but I woke up before they got me. They're still following me.
Yes, I figured they would, the way you described them. Clever bastards. I think I'll talk to the others about setting up watch shifts at night from now on.
I thought we'd be safe in this place, but
I'm going to just put a very large hand on her shoulder. I wish I could tell you that I could guarantee some sort of safety, but a group that large has many connections, and I think it would be difficult to find a truly safe location.
not unless I kept moving.
Keep moving. Possible. Survive for a while. Unfortunately, numbers will get the better of you, even someone as clever as you. That's why I asked you to stay with us. Because here, you have some numbers, even if one of them is Harrow.
And
He
a
may be
crazy
a buffoon,
conspiracy.
but he's a buffoon that can punch.
What if next time they do take me?
Then I hope they don't need some of their messengers.
She's just gonna kind of like uneasily sit down and not go back to sleep because fuck that shit.
I'm just gonna take this like pelt I have attached to my shirt and just put it around her shoulders.
Zorak,
And I'm also going to be staying awake.
give yourself some inspiration.
Aww.
I actually did. I didn't spend my last one.
You get double inspiration.
Oh, I would, but D&D Beyond has permanently crashed on my computer and I can't reload it.
That's fine.
Just
I
mark
will
down
make
that you
a note
have
of that.
inspiration twice.
You have 2 inspirations. And with that, the night will pass and morning will come, and the rest of you will get on your way in the cart. Would you like to travel with Jonathan Marston and the Church of the Fallen Spirit? They are going the same way that you are. You could probably move ahead of them because you're faster than them, because it's just the few of you.
As long as we just don't say anything, we do have a better chance in numbers. And more allies to slay the undead is all plus for us.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If even one of us slips up and mentions that we know Trist, who knows what trouble we might get into. And as you said, they might already know that we're associated with Trist, and he knows...
Well, I'm assuming this conversation is taking place in the cart while they're all back.
Yeah, no, we're all over the cart.
Yeah. So you're out of earshot.
I didn't sleep in the camp specifically because I was worried about if they knew we were with Triss in some capacity. And
I personally feel better if we had a little extra beef due to circumstances of last night.
Okay. Why
What
don't
happens?
we...
I
Where did
almost
we
got
get-
stolen again.
Okay, let's get this part out of the way, gentlemen. I'd like to propose we set up night shifts. Apparently, the organization after her has already been tailing us close enough that they almost got her last night through a sleepwalking charm, apparently. So I think it's best one of us stay up at all times to keep watch.
Okay.
Harold just, yeah, sure.
Nobody Harrow. Fuck yeah, I'll stay up and do watch. Where do they get this dirt?
Well, I mean, ideally, once we've got him booted back up, the robot can take permanent watch since,
He doesn't need to.
he doesn't need to sleep. But until we get him sorted, I'd like to have somebody watching. I'd rather not give them another shot.
And
If you see them, obviously alert everybody and hit them as hard as you can. Like Harrow, I want to hear a man's jaw break.
I'll do my
These are
best.
bad.
as long as I don't get
Sir.
out-mocked.
Surak ain't fucking around, and he wants a 3rd inspiration.
No, these are bad. They have gone down a horrid path, and very few times can you swap your path when you're that far.
Alrighty. So you guys gonna travel with the church, or
I say yes and keep him at a distance, but that's on the group. No, last only wants to.
Yeah, we can go a little ahead of
Like,
her.
so I agree with Harrow that yes, I did bring up, like, if we slip up even once, it's trouble. But for now, we could keep a little bit of distance and everyone just be very careful of what you say.
Yes.
Okay.
so the next 2 days will pass relatively uneventfully because you have the numbers of the. It's about 50 of them following you, and you guys, you work together and you make your way down the path. And you guys are heading up out of the forest and you're coming up to the plains. And you can see the town of Truttle in the distance. The town of Truttle, from as you're coming out of the woods, it's pretty walled. It's a very blocky town. And there is a big old mountain behind the town of Truttle.
It's trembling.
It's Harrow just sitting next to fucking Farrell at the front of the car. Look, it's Triangle. He just smacks you lightly on the side of the head.
Can it be with his tail?
Yeah, you know what? It's with his tail. It doesn't just hands on the range, his tail. And you see it's a pretty big river. It's not ginormous, but it looks a little hectic to cross. And there's a bridge leading into the town. And from where you are in the woods, coming out of the woods, you can see can't make them out too well, but some shambling figures around the walls of the town just kind of milling about.
Well, they weren't lying when they said they had an undead problem. There's some right there.
Hey, Farrell, quick question.
He's gonna look over to you and just go, "Yes, bird."
Are we there yet?
Oh no.
He's just going to squint at you, just like to the point where it looks like his eyelids are gonna tear. You really want to be Blackfoot, don't you?
Harrow, use your eyes. We're here.
This dirt is pretty nice.
Yeah, you're not
Today
wrong.
somebody invents shiny dirt.
Oh God! So, as the cart is stopped at the clearing in the woods, as you guys are overlooking this town, Marston and his guys also take a stop, and he goes, "Oh boy, that sure is quite a bit of the shamblers. Well, guess we'll get to work." And him and his platoon will march forward towards the town.
Okay.
Okay, do we want to join them in getting rid of the undead immediately, or do we want to head into the town and talk to the mayor and see what we can do to help out in town? Because we also have to go and find
I
that.
think the undead are in the town.
I thought they
So
were
as you guys are going down the road, awareness is just perception, correct? All right. We'll say Torval, you're twitchy. Give us a. All right. Well, the rest of them are all looking at the town and trying to figure out the layout and all that. Torval, you're looking in the opposite direction towards the plains, and you see a crowd of undead, bigger than the platoon that Jonathan has, and it is shambling towards the town, trampling the plains in its path.
We get out inside.
That's troubling.
What are you guys looking at? Oh
From the top of
no.
the town gates, you will hear a high-pitched whistle, and which draws all of your attention. And you see a dragonborn up there on the wall going, you guys better get in town. We're gonna blow the bridge. Hurry up.
There he is.
Farrell is gonna go, why yes, they can. And he will whoosh, and the wargs will rush. And you all find yourself having to grip the cart so you don't fall off.
Child screaming noises.
The gates of the town will just swing wide open for you, and Jonathan and his platoon will rush across the bridge, and they will stand on the opposite side of the gate, just kind of keeping it clear for people to get in. And as the car just deja vu's through the gate, the bridge will blow, and that massive undead will just kind of fall into the river. Welcome to trouble. And the doors will swing closed behind you. And from the top of the gate, that dragonborn will come down to greet you. Well, no, we didn't want to blow the bridge, but, seeing that massive undead, all the way out there in the plains, and he's just going to be talking, and then he sees...
Sorak's just going to, point down.
He's just going to, see Lazuli coming out of the cart. He's going to be talking, he's going to go, and
Leslie's not even going to say that she's going to run at him.
And he's also going to run at you, Lazuli.
For once he's been... And give me an acrobatics check.
Oh, shit.
Lazuli.
Come on, you couldn't tell the voice?
That's a 14.
It has, and to be fair, you're not playing a racist right now.
And so
I'm so sorry.
You will jump at him, and he will clunkily catch you and go, it's been a while, hasn't it? You've been. He's just going to grab your wrist and then fan your palm out and just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. One,
I still have all my fingers.
Right. I have to check.
I have to tell you about all the things I killed.
Oh, wonderful. He's people
the really big weird slimy snake thing, and I almost got strangled to death by a pair of legs, and she's just gonna go.
And she's saying that his eyes are just gonna go.
Those with no video, it's
just
dinner plates.
Oh, and I met a really weird lady who doesn't really have emotions, but she does, but she doesn't.
Banana bread.
I don't think you'd like her very much.
Whatever happened?
Oh, you told us about.
I didn't think you'd have
Never happened to me.
Out of character question. What happened to the little elf boy that became the banana bread? And then unbecame banana
We
bread?
smashed him against a wall and he became an elf boy again.
Yeah, we turned him
back,
and
he ran off.
Yeah, he just ran.
Oh, I wanted to adopt.
Fucking mind.
Harrow is not ready for father.
Sorry, Harry.
So as all of you are talking to Vimos, a very posh looking man. He's a bit weighty. He's got some fancy clothes on, and he's going to just strut up and go. Oh, so they finally decided to send us reinforcements. Wonderful. It's Sean Connor. Yeah, I've decided I'll give him that voice.
We know your sister, the mayor over at Prosperity.
Oh, hi, I'm not the mayor.
But Harrow, he's not even a tiefling.
My name's Mr. Frolic. A businessman, a merchant, a noble. I got stranded in this town when the undead started popping up everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Quite the
Really
dilemma.
feral, but actually
Keep an eye out for reinforcements for days. They got enough odds to go around to keep this place safe.
Mm.
we saw your massive undead problem.
Yeah, they're a bit hard to miss. Hopefully they're all going to drown or get stuck in the river.
I don't think they
So
can drown.
I don't think they can drown.
That's a fair point. Say that again, Quinlan. That's the first time we've had to blow up that bridge. It's also the first time town's had an undead problem.
Very nice.
My mayor is pretty
Let's
used to
do it.
rebuilding things that get destroyed.
Sure.
Leslie's gonna lean to Vimos and be like, "Can I have a bomb now?"
Demos will just slip you a firecracker.
Yes.
And Mr. Frolic is going to look at you all. Sure. Who are you lot? He's going to look over. You don't seem to be affiliated with the church. You don't got the banner. What might you all be doing here?
We are from the next town over and may or may not have intimate knowledge with the reason why you have such a big undead problem.
Yeah.
Mercenaries.
Mercenaries. Wonderful. Well, he's just gonna look at you all. If you can help clear out the undead problem, I personally, probably the mayor, but mostly me because I want to leave this dump. I'll pay you 200 each.
Can you take us to the mayor?
Yeah, he's right over there. So basically, I'll just give you an idea. So you're in the left corner quadrant of the town. It's broken up into 4 quadrants, and there is a bar off to the left of you. It's called Griffin's Rest. There is a small tool shop in the corner. There's a bunch of tents set up in the right corner, obviously, of all the people that are, from the rest of the town. And there's a guard station to the right of you. And the mayor is over in front of the tents, and he is handing out rations to the different townsfolk. And he's there, and there's 2 guards next to him. And he looks a lot like Mayor Wilds. He's also Mayor Wilds, but he looks a lot like South. He's got dark hair. It's pretty short as opposed to hers being long. And he's wearing some pretty fancy looking clothes. And he's just sitting there handing out rations and marking things off and doing paperwork.
Guys, they actually have rations here. If we were rich, how rich are these people?
You weren't ever rich.
We're rich by prosperity standards.
You were rich by crazy people standards.
So,
Which was prosperity, to be fair.
Mr. Frolic is going to come over, and he's going to just kind of get the mayor's attention, whisper something to him, and he will look up from his paperwork. He doesn't look very amused by any of this. He actually doesn't really seem like he could care that you're here. But he does hop off and walk over to you and go, "Oh, another batch of mercenaries. How can I help you?"
We were just looking for the undead problem.
He will immediately look at you all with suspicion and go, "My sister, And what, pray tell, be her name? She doesn't tell that."
South.
Oh, yes, you do have my sister. Why don't you? Then, how can I help you?
We're here about the undead problem.
Yeah,
you
more
said
like,
that.
how can we help you?
I apologize.
Yes, what the child said.
He just kind of rubs his temples. I haven't been sleeping well. I've been awake, trying to deal with this with the limited resources that I have.
I
Well,
think this is limited.
right. Well, if you truly help, I have a problem going on in the housing quadrant. There's people trapped there. Yes, that's where the undead will spread to. There's survivors there. We want to get them out, but we only have enough guards to keep this place safe.
We can help.
I'm sure we could handle that.
I had a few questions. We're looking for a smith whose name was kind of something close to Mountain.
Mountain? You mean Mountain Breaker? She's the bartender over at Griffin's Rest. I think maybe she does a light bit of smithing on the side, but mostly she just brews. You're free to go talk to her.
Okay.
Perhaps once we've assisted the civilians.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can go talk to Valerie. She's the tall-looking girl over there in the armor. He points to the gate over to the quadrant he was referring to. She's standing there, sword at the ready, in case you start beating on the gate.
I'm gonna look to Sarah and just be like, I forgot the name of the informant that we're looking for as well.
Oh, that was the Dragonborn back there.
Oh, okay.
He's
Yeah,
the
it's Uncle Vimos.
Well, Vimos is going to kind of gather you all up and say, well, I've been here for about a week. So this stuff's getting kind of out of hand. So here's what I know. You got undead up in the quadrant, unless they're talking about. I don't know how many, but I've been keeping an eye on some things around the town that y'all might find useful. There's a cart full of the good stuff.
You mean bombs?
Yeah, well, this is a mining town. There's a mine all the way over, yonder in the mountain. And there's some black powder over in the civilian quadrant. I guess they were trying to cart it down to the mining quadrant. But I'm sure you could make good use of that. Try a couple
You want to make a big bomb to blow up all the undead outside, don't you?
You know me very well, Lazuli.
Well, from her stories, you two have been on a few adventures together.
Yeah.
Something about sharks?
Oh, yeah, the sharks. I didn't like the sharks.
So she mentioned something about the racist thing.
Oh, him. Yeah, he doesn't like people. Well, my people, her people, your people.
It's a bit of a racist.
People.
You don't want him to. Because I can guarantee you, he won't like him.
Okay.
Everybody thinks my people.
He's gonna squint at you. He probably wouldn't like him.
Such a shark. Yeah, probably not.
I give my people a bad name.
Who's Jonathan's last name again?
Marston.
I tried to make him know that earlier, but then D&D Beyond crashed.
Right. So as you're all talking, Jonathan is going to, come up to your group, and he's going to say, well, glad to see you folks made it in town. Me and my platoon, we're going to fortify around here. We heard about the whole civilian problem up over yonder. You folks be needing some help with that, or you think you can handle it on your own?
We should be fine. We're gonna go make a really big bomb.
Oh, well, make sure to use it safely and properly.
We're going to be handing it to the explosives expert.
Explosive
You
expert.
think he'll use it safely?
Safer than any of us probably would. You've seen Harrow and explosives. He almost took off his own head in that tomb.
Yeah.
Give me that look. You did.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying this isn't a tomb. This is an open area. I can just fly and drop it like this is Pearl Harbor.
Depending on how big it is, maybe, but when we get the bomb.
Vimos is going to follow you guys over to the gate that's going to lead you to the housing quadrant. And a little bit before, you get to the gate, he's gonna pull you guys aside behind the tool shed to tell you something that he didn't want to say out in the open. Now, it's just a suspicion, but this town's got a very shady type of backer. His name's Mr. Silvers. Owns the mine. Now, as you can see, the majority of the town is around here, but his mansion up over yonder in the rich part of town, untouched. No one dead, no nothing. Almost like they're avoiding the place. It's suspicious if you ask me.
Think he made a deal with the lich?
He shrugs. No. But after you help them civilians out, I want to check out that bitch.
Yeah, let's go steal stuff from a rich guy's place.
God, I wish.
Maybe let's hold off on the looting.
Why not?
One thing at a time, people.
We can have Iron take his lips.
Iron's not here, and also that's...
So So Vimos is gonna look at you guys and say, I'm gonna head off to the mining quadrant and gather some supplies for the people around town. You guys deal with the civilians and check out that mansion.
Okay. Don't die. Better come back. Fingers.
It's pretty hard. They tend to be a bit explosive. And he's gonna run off behind the shed and turn the corner.
Okay.
Okay, so how do we want to go about this? We want to get the explosive stuff and bring it to him, or does he already have it?
Okay, first things first, we need to take care of the undead that are keeping people pinned in the quadrant.
Yeah. Bombs later.
Bombs aren't going anywhere.
And then, after we're done taking care of the undead and the normal people quadrant, we can go loot the evil rich guy's place.
Okay. I don't know for certain he's evil.
I don't know, sir. I guess that's pretty.
You were saying that because the guy you like is saying that.
Look, rich man not affected by problem. Must be because he's bad.
I'm not saying it's not suspicious, but let's not jump to conclusions. That's how innocent people get in trouble.
All right.
If he turns out to be evil, then we can talk, but let's not assume.
All right.
So we get information at the mansion afterwards.
I mean, none of us like assumptions made about us.
Well, here's the thing. I tried to eat a puppy.
Yes, and most people would assume by looking at you that you're a decent, slightly unhinged person. Getting to know you, you're very unhinged.
Thank you. See?
Your assumption was incorrect.
Now, we get information at the mansion. We go to the bar, talk to Mountain Breaker while we discuss what to do with the information about Rich Bad Guy. Sound like a plan? After we do the thing. I meant like after we deal with the thing.
Kitty.
Where's my cat at?
Oh my kitty.
My cat's over in her tower. I'm not getting her. She's comfy.
So I will assume that you are all off to go talk to Valerie to get the gate open.
Yes.
Yes.
Civilians first.
Alrighty.
Yes, civilians.
Valerie
then-
is going to.
And we worry about the possibly evil rich man.
Valerie's going to look at all of you and go, well, if you guys think you can do it, we'll take all the help we can get. She's just going to just wave her hands. Hey, open the gate. And the guys on top will crank the gate open for you. So as you proceed, open gate.
I'm going in hammer drawn, just FYI.
Fair enough. So weapons drawn. You see a pretty hellish-looking living quarters. The buildings are spattered, broken, torn at. There's some bodies strewn here and there. And out of one of the houses, you hear some rustling and breaking of wood. And the door just crumbles down. It just gets bashed open. And you see a zombie on fire shamble out of this building, followed by a regular looking zombie. And
Does anybody know? One more time, Quinn. I don't think he heard you.
the fire is burning as part of it.
These
What?
guys again.
What?
Does he
I'm
have any
sorry.
pieces
Out
of
of
paper?
character. What?
He didn't say. Is it black fire?
No, it's just fire. It's red fire.
Okay.
Is it fire.
It's not black, Ethan. It's blue. Still. RJ, what?
Wait, what, you said blue?
Red fire.
No, he said red fire. Where'd you get blue from?
Who wants to roll initiative?
Hey,
Me.
Flame
I'm
cut.
all the one.
wrong campaign, honey.
Okay.
Honey me.
This dice right here gave me 2 1s today. You're
I can't be flame touched. I don't have my fire
in the
bolt.
poo-poo box. This dice went into the poo-poo box because it gave me a 1 every time.
Oh, that'll be a 23 from me, Captain.
All right.
17. What would you get, Sarek?
11.
11. All right.
I got a 1, but with my add-on, it's a 5. But
Moon, I
it's
see
still
your
a
tail.
fucking 1 stinky dice.
Say, Phoebe, I swear to God, if it's flame touch, I'm swapping characters right now.
Hey, RJ, you want the stat sheets for flame touched?
We have enough to worry about.
Lazuli, you're up first.
Alrighty. It has been so fucking long. We're gonna do.
Sing it a lullaby.
Shh, I've got other things now. Hold on.
Get the song of the waterfalls.
Wait. This is a good.
I like the sound of that.
Earth tremor on the zombies.
Okay.
They need to make a dex save.
Oh, what?
A dex save, a dexterity save.
Of what? What's the number they need to be? Okay. I know the deck save. I need to know what the number is. 1 saves and 1 does not.
Cool. That guy takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage. Let me roll that real quick. Takes 6 bludgeoning damage, and now he is knocked prone. And that whole 10-foot area around him is difficult terrain.
Okay.
Because it is stone. Yeah.
It's just the guy that didn't save, correct?
He's still on. I mean, if he's right next to him, he's on difficult terrain. But
Okay,
he's
so
fine.
the one that didn't save takes damage. I got you.
Yeah, the one that didn't save takes damage and is knocked prone.
All right, so the fire zombie has been knocked prone.
Oh, thank God none of us were close to it.
Alrighty. So, Lazuli, you cast Earth Tremor, knock the zombie over, and the rest of you start to hear a digging noise.
Excuse me.
Already,
What do you mean already?
RJ gets excited and shares with me some of his designs, and I know what this is.
And
I'm scared.
out from the ground
It's more annoying than anything.
pops out a very hunched-looking zombie with really long-ass fingers.
There he is.
And he comes out of that rough terrain and cackles at you.
Is that a fucking mole zombie?
Did somebody say blue screen? Because
What the fuck?
no, my laptop does that like anytime I turn it on. I'm surprised it didn't do it sooner.
Alright, listen, if mine does it, we're cursed.
And this zombie is then
No
going
kidding.
to dig into the ground and is going to rush at you, Torval. Yes, you. And now it is your turn, Torval. It's not on you. He's digging in the ground towards you. So you see the ground just kind of being torn up in your direction.
You can see the Bugs Bunny coming at you.
The one digging at you. Okay, So if you attack the guy who's digging, you're gonna have disadvantage because you're trying to shoot him through the ground.
No, he's taunting. Like I said, you can see literally a little Bugs Bunny mound of dirt coming at you.
Yeah, you can still attack him, but you have to shoot through the ground to get at him.
Will he be Chungus when he comes out?
Could be.
Wait. We've got normal zombie, we've got fire zombie, we've got earth zombie. Does that mean there's an air and a water zombie?
Don't forget about the
Me?
Avatar
Don't
zombie.
give him ideas.
Fire zombie?
Scribble down Maurice White Zombie.
The fire one.
Fire Zombie. Okay, give me a attack roll.
Do it.
Yes, that hits.
That's a math.
Semi-automatic.
Okay, nice. He will take that. Up next is Surak.
Screw it. I'll take the disadvantage and try to slam the one who's digging around.
Come on and slam.
And welcome to. Wait, we're not in Japan. Oh no.
And welcome to Japan? What?
Never heard that one? Come on and slam and welcome
No.
to Japan. And that's actually, I think that's a real sign in some.
In
I
some-
think it's in an airport.
In an airport in Japan.
In an airport in
Good.
Japan. Okay, I'm just making sure I have nothing else. Yeah, no, I didn't take Great Weapon Master, so.
See, but here's the thing. You could use your inspiration
I could use one of my
to
inspirations.
make it a straight roll.
You know what? I have two. Here we go. Sure, I'll pull one of them right now. Watch me still roll terribly.
Guys aren't terribly hard to hit, so
15.
yeah, that hits.
Okay, thank you.
So Surak just sees this Bugs Bunny lump just starting to go past him, and he just goes, "Ah, bitch!" Boom.
Pretty much, it's like playing whack-a-mole, but you can see where the mole's going to be. Let's see, what's my damage on that? Couple of d6. There it is. Not great. Okay, 8 damage.
8. So this thing just ends. So the lump has stopped. It just pings right into the launch,
Yeah.
and it then pops out of the ground, just dazed, like, what the fuck? Harrow, it is your turn.
You.
All right. So what's around me?
The zombie that Surak, the tunneling zombie, just got smacked and popped up. The fire zombie and the normal zombie are over by the rough terrain.
I would not recommend punching the fire zombie.
Yeah, probably not a good idea.
The other two are free game.
But hey, they're undead.
They are undead.
I could
If only
punch
we had
them,
something that for
but
undead.
I think can I punch
Also, you're
as a
not
bonus
affected by the-
action, or like as my does that count with my unarmed, or would that be my main action if I punch with my gauntlet? Because I'm just gonna stab with my yeet claw.
Well, I'll say that you can use the gauntlet as your main action.
Yeah, that would be as his attack.
Yeah.
I think it's
So basically,
Probably
I'm just gonna stick with my yeet claw because
that'd be my guess.
I'm gonna stick with my yeet claw because it's a D8 instead of a D4.
okay.
11.
I mean, it's a D4, but I think the gauntlet gives you an extra damage die for undead.
I rolled an 11.
Yes, that hits. Who are
That
you going
does hit.
for?
Oh,
Yeah, there's
the
zombies.
mole guy.
Mole guy, yeah, they're not terribly hard to hit.
Okay,
Thankfully, they have fairly low AC.
Okay. Where is
Thankfully.
my D8? There is my D8.
We
And then-
don't be flesh.
Thankfully, when on that boss fight I designed for, it was 7 enemies and they were all 18.
I
Why?
have a 2.
Why would you do that? Why?
Because it was a bunch of living plate armor and a Eldritch Knight in plate armor. Also, the party had like
I rolled
2
a
casters.
2 on
Like,
damage.
So 2 damage plus what? There should be an add to
My
that.
friend Claire's player
I
character has a
believe
21
it's like-
armor class.
4.
It's possible to get
I
up
don't
there.
have my character sheet because my laptop blue screened.
I said, yeah, it's very possible to get up there.
And we'll say
And when you do, you can get above the 20 armor class. It's like, ooh.
That's
come
without.
at me, my-
With his shield, I think it's more.
Okay.
In
Yeah,
which
that sounds
case,
about right. With the
So,
right armor, yeah.
we'll say 2 plus 4. That's fine.
we've got
And-
Throgan, who's untouchable via shield
And
and,
then I'm
armor.
gonna follow that up with my bonus action of an unarmed strike, which is a
God.
D4.
A good
Okay.
combo.
Just so long.
Yes, please. I was going for my unarmed strike. I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1 for my unarmed strike bonus action.
Has a what? Oh. Should get the app just in case. Fiber die.
RJ, I rolled a 1 on my attack.
God.
What's a Mick going on?
I need to be able to hear you, and with everybody else talking, I can't.
So I
And
went
that's
for my
part of that
unarmed
problem.
strike bonus action, and then I rolled a 1.
A 1 does not hit.
I know.
I believe you have if he misses with his first unarmed, he doesn't get another one, does he? Okay,
I
so
wasn't
you-
using
you
my
can-
Fury of Blows. I was just using my standard unarmed strike bonus action. I didn't spend any of my key points.
Alrighty. So that brings us to the Zambles. Fire Zamble is going to try and get up. So he's going to waste his turn getting up. As for regular Zamble, he is going to shuffle through the rough terrain and he's going to make it to the edge of that rough terrain. And that's what he does. So luckily, it's your turn again.
Haha, stinky. Haha, alright. For my next move. Oh, what did I mark down off? I'm going to cast.
I miss anything that the zombies hit us?
No, they didn't get do anything. The other one had to get up. The other one had to shuffle through rough terrain.
This is a.
Didn't
Yeah.
think that we'd all be-
They're zombies.
So,
I'm gonna cast Shatter.
Shatter on the Zambles.
which,
Yep, all the things.
oh,
Constitution save 13.
isn't that going to hit us too?
Yeah, one of the digging zombie is right next to Sirac.
I mean, I'm okay with that if you still want to. I'm just wondering.
I mean,
I've got good
It's
concept.
half of 3d8 thunder damage. Do you want to take it, or can I finagle the movement?
I don't think you're going to be able to. I mean, without a mat, we can't say for sure, but I don't think you're going to be able to.
I don't
finagle it.
think you can finagle it with it.
You
right
can
now.
either catch the 2 and not hit anybody, or hit all 3 and
I'll
then
just get the other
take some
2.
damage. Go ahead and do it. I can take a hit.
No, I'm just gonna get the 2.
All right.
You sure? I'm a hardy man.
What's the save for?
Constitution for 13.
That's a no. That's a no. They take full damage.
Okay, let me get
I
my.
gave him my worst set of
Let
dice.
me get more.
Nobody tell him.
6, 7, 8,
It'd be funnier if Phoebe wasn't distracted.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage to both of them.
All right.
What did you say, Ethan?
I said, nobody tell him I gave him my worst set of dice.
All right, Quinn, it's your turn.
He's borrowing mine. I gave him my worst set.
Yikes.
That's not true. I don't think I worst.
Taking guys right next to Surak, the other two are still in the rough terrain.
Actually, I might have accidentally. Technically.
All right, take a shot. That hits. So you shoot your bolt at this zombie, and it hits it in the chest, and then the fire damage just, and it goes, and zombie is now dead.
That was the tunneling one, right?
No, the tunneling one's next to you.
Okay.
That was the regular zombie. Now it's your turn. So Mr. Tunnels is right next to your feet, dazed and confused.
He's up for a game of whack-a-mole. That's an 18.
That hits.
Wonderful. Be terrified if it suddenly didn't.
Hit him, just deflects the attack.
15. You hit him through the dirt. 18. Ting. Just start playing.
Like their AC goes up to 20 when they're above ground.
At that point, you just start playing Giorno's theme.
Do.
Oh Christ! That's the final bonus. I think it's 4. I gotta remember my bonuses better, but no, not so much. 13 damage.
Yeah, so you hear a satisfying squish, followed by his long arms slumping. You've whacked this mole. Alrighty, that brings us to Bird Boy.
He's switching to his laptop and he's muted.
My laptop
Might-
is fucking retarded.
Wonderful.
That is a darn shame.
Would you like to attack the... Oh yeah, the only one left is the fire zombie, isn't it?
I will.
He has a heat claw. He doesn't have to touch it.
I would like to use my Radiant Sunblast.
Oh, okay. Well, do that then.
However, I don't know the dice rolls for that.
That's right. Isn't that radiant damage?
So yeah, that does that zombies quite a bit.
You're right.
Whoops.
I think he gets limited charges on that, though. I mean,
Do I?
I don't know why Triss isn't here. Because RJ would accidentally end the combat by himself.
That and the church might try to kill her.
I mean that too, but I'm making the joke from the fucking tomb where it was like, all right, Triss is going to go first, and it failed its save. Okay, combat over.
Yep, that's it.
All right.
That's it.
So I guess I get +6 on my attack roll.
Yes.
Okay. I rolled a fucking 3, so that's a 9.
9.
That just misses.
Ooh, needed a 10.
Fuck it. I'm gonna spend one of my 4 key points, and let's go for attack number 1. This is on another different dice. This is on a third d20 now. 6 + 6, 12.
That hits.
That hits. That hits. How much damage? How much damage? How much damage? 4 plus. What do I get for my unarmed? Because these are unarmed strikes.
I thought it was just flurry of blows. Doesn't that have to be punched? Not super familiar with this class. You cut off at the second half.
Oh, it's 2 more bolts. Okay.
That's cool.
Okay, so I rolled a 4.
Okay.
So that's plus
cool,
4.
but it's radiant damage.
So that's 8 damage. Let's see what my second roll is. 19. Nat 19. So yee. And 3 plus 4 is 7 onto that 8. Quick math.
This is your first ball hits the zombie, splashes it in the face. The second ball straight through the chest, and the fire goes out and it topples.
Yeah. The only attack.
So as you progress, and I'm keeping the.
I like to imagine that it's more like the meme of the Magikarp shooting the fucking laser beam.
Oh yeah, Magikarp uses Hyper Beam.
So you guys move through this area, and you come to a larger-looking house. And at the front of this larger house, you can see some regular zombies. There's 3 of them, and they're banging on the door.
Damn it, Quinlan.
They're banging on the door to get in. And window, you can see a elf wearing some pretty plain clothing, just kind of, terrified of everything that's going on. And you hear yelling and shouting, hold the doors, they're trying to break in, dear heavens, God, just, stuff like that.
Same house he just came out of?
No, it's in the house that you came up to. So you kept moving through the area, and you came to this bigger house. And you can see that there's people holed up in there, and there's zombies banging on the front door. There's 3 of them trying to get in.
Should do something about that.
I mean, you're first in initiative, as far as we know.
Just give me a second here.
As long as these zombies don't beat a, what did you get, 23?
You got a 20. They're not going to beat that.
I don't think it's possible.
They don't have any. They have no dex mod.
Exactly, so.
They have no initiative mod for her.
Earth tremor again.
Lazuli gets surprise round.
All right. Lazuli, you're up first. All 3 of them are banging on the door, trying to get a snack.
Earth tremor again.
Alrighty. That's a 13 for all of them.
For dexterity, yep.
Only one of them makes it, so.
Fuck yeah, so they get. One second. Fuck. 4 damage and they're knocked prone.
Okay, so 2 of them will take 4 damage, get knocked prone. The other one will be mildly confused.
Right now.
Quinn, you're up next. There's 3 zombies. 2 of them have been knocked over. There's 1 still standing.
Solid choice.
That 19.
Yeah, if you get above a 10, you hit.
Big 1-0.
Huh?
Okay. What about your fire? They do not have blood. They are zombies.
You have blood, though.
Some zombies have.
We have blood. We have blood.
I don't trust you with my blood.
He punched out my blood. He punched out all my blood. Okay, he'll take
Is
that.
it my turn?
Is actually the zombie's turn. So the zombie that's still standing is gonna just slowly turn around and just go. And he's going to shamble to the end of the rough terrain and just kind of wave his arms at you.
Minecraft zombie noises.
The other two zombies are going to waste their turns getting up. And that brings us to you, Matt.
My camera turned off. Anyway.
I don't know why it moves and
Appreciate it.
camera camera off. It's a little weird.
Matt, attack the zombies.
I get to be whoever's frame
Probably
up.
back. I mean,
Yeah!
I'm playing Harold.
Hi, I'm Harrow. What's up, bitches? I rolled a nat 20.
Nat.
Oh,
All right. Which zombie are you attacking?
Fuck. Which ones are there?
There's 3 standing up.
They're all standing up.
My
There's
laptop
3
is
of them.
by the way. 3 standing up. All right. Have any of them been attacked?
When you're at 1 frame every 20 seconds. Yeah.
Running okay for me.
Okay. Wait. So I don't remember. How... Okay. I'm gonna attack. Fucker no. I want to go.
If you want to hit the less damage guys.
So Radiant Sun is the Radiant Bolt is a D4 plus 4, right? All right. So I'm gonna go at him with that. So when I roll a D20, do I roll 2 damage dice or do I just double my damage dice by 2?
That's up to how do you want it?
You double the damage.
All right. I got a 4 and a 4 plus 4. 12 damage. I'm gonna
Yay!
spend a key point
Damn it.
2 more bolt.
Well, no. If it's so you got a 4, that would be an 8. Another 4 would be an 8. That's 16.
Plus 4.
Plus 4, that's 20.
Because it's
Oh.
radiant damage on a zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that zombie dead?
It's 8
Yes.
plus 8. It's 8.
You've punched his head clean off.
He's shooting a radiant bolt.
No, I'm
Oh,
shooting.
his head's come clean off regardless.
Oh, okay. I don't even need to spend a key point. Can I bonus action attack something else?
You can attack another zombie.
Hell yeah! I'm gonna spend a key point and double dip.
Okay.
Okay, that's a
You
13.
can't hear him very well.
I think he's actually, he's maxed on Discord. It's something to do with whatever mic he's using right now.
Okay.
Me?
'Cause I can increase this, but that's going to increase everybody for us.
Yeah, you're super quiet, friendo.
Hold on. I can do a thing.
Matt lad.
Is this better?
A little bit, yeah.
That's better.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's better.
I rolled a 13, so I roll my next damage dice, right? All right. Rolled a 4.
Huh?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So that's another 4 that onto it. That makes it an 8. And not
Phoebe
only
and I are in
on
the big
the
bubble
damaged
club.
zombie, the zombie that's already been attacked by everybody.
What was the one that you killed?
I thought I was attacking a different zombie. Whatever. I rolled a 2 on the other one. Regardless of what gets added onto there, that's not damaging. So the other beam just misses.
Okay. That brings us back up to Phoebe.
Now let's get my
I didn't go.
Wait, did you not?
I didn't go.
All right, my bad. Then you go.
I actually was thinking towards the back half of Matt's attack. I'm like, wait, didn't he get like a 5? How have I not gone? Am I remembering incorrectly?
My mistake.
No worries. There's one standing, right?
No, there's two. The two got back up. One died. Arrow killed it. So there's 2
Right.
left.
He attacked again, right? Okay, maybe I just
It's just not dead.
Yeah.
got
the second
distracted by
time.
joining the big bottle club with Phoebe. So
I put my password into my laptop and then it blue screened.
I'll hammer one of. Which one looks more damaged?
The one that Arrow just
Look at
attacked.
all-
Cool, that guy. 12.
It hits.
Ah. That's 12 damage.
What do I want to do?
This guy's neck is now part of his rib cage. And that's all she wrote. Phoebe, your turn. One guy left.
Is he out of the difficult terrain?
No, he's still in it. He got to the edge of it.
Vicious mockery?
All right. What are you going to say to this zombie?
Haha, stinky!
Okay. What's the save he needs to make?
Oh!
What's the save?
Wisdom save. 13.
Okay. He is quite stinky.
Haha, stinky!
Uh-oh. Stinky.
I just love that they don't have to understand.
Did it
you.
work? No?
That's my favorite part.
Yeah, it worked. I that's why I said he's quite stinky. Roll damage.
Take some damage. Stinky. That's it. I'm done.
How
There
much
was damage. Yeah,
it?
2.
Okay. His feelings are slightly hurt. Quinn, it's your turn.
He's just like, stinky. I'll make the stink go away.
Yes. Interesting how much fire. So this zombie just you hit him and he gets pinned to the house. Cushion.
Wonderful.
Alrighty, and I will drop initiative at this point.
I'd like to knock.
Everyone's in that building. It's safe to come out now.
I'd like to just knock on the door normally.
So from the window, that elf that you saw will lean out and go, are you guys with the guard? We want to get out of here.
Escape routes that way.
He's just gonna bow to you through the window. Oh, thank you, large sir. And the doors will open up, and about 8 people run out, and they head off towards the gate.
I'm gonna watch them just to make sure they make it to the gate.
As they start approaching the gate then opens up, and from where you're standing, you can see the guard captain Valerie back there, and she's just gonna wave and give you guys a smile for a job well done.
Haha, stinky.
Excellent. They got through. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like, yeah, they get towards the gate and, oh no, they're jumped by a zombie. I've never been too careful with zombies.
Surak,
They hide in the strangest
on the side of the house, you see a cart with some barrels on them. They are painted red.
I'm going to take a. I found the explosives.
Oh. We take it back to Uncle Vimo's?
Your crossbow sheathed the whole time we're carrying these. Bandage that feet. Excellent.
As you all are talking, Harrow, you see a relatively shiny looking gate into the nicer part of town. It catches your eye because of the gilding.
I think that's the rich people area.
Oh, how could you tell?
They do charity.
No. But we will make them do the charity to us and only us. It's not really charity. We're just going to steal from them.
Okay, what did I say? What did I say?
Let's go raid
My
the
bad. We're going to prove that they're evil and then steal from them.
Eat the rich.
Yes! Chicken nuggies. Chicken nuggies.
How would you all like to proceed from here?
So you said that there's a shiny gate. Is there any? Can I roll to see if like there's anything suspicious about this gate or like abnormal besides the fact that it's shiny?
It's just a gate, a nice looking gate at that. It's closed.
Okay, what about the area behind the gate? Can I roll a perception check to see if there's anything like fishy?
You can fly.
You can fly.
I can fly. Yes.
If you wanna see what's over the wall of the gate, just fly up.
I want to fly over and survey all of that area and kind of like.
Okay, you fly up over the gate and you see the wall and the housing that has the gate's controls. You also see a bunch of nicer looking houses, kind of like nice townhouses, but up on a hill you see a very large, fancy white and silver mansion. And you see that, there's zombies that are hanging around the nice townhouses, but zombies aren't even bothering with the nice mansion. It's almost like they're avoiding the place.
Okay, is there anything like else, or is it just a normal place that just isn't affected by these zombies?
Give me a perception check.
All right. +1 on perception check. I rolled an 11. Well, I rolled a 10, but that's a mod 11.
Okay. You see some people out on the lawn. You think you've seen these people before, but you're not quite sure. You think you recognize the outfits, but you can't tell from this distance.
The elephant.
All right, I'm gonna take a guess and head back to the group. So I flew around the mansion, and whoop-de-doo, there's suspicious-looking people out there, and they look kind of familiar. And just by the idea that this place isn't affected by the zombies for some reason, I'm gonna assume that it might possibly be those Weaver folk people that we don't like around by this mansion.
Iron's expert.
So, skedaddle, skadoodle, we were right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let's go back to the bar.
Yeah, let's take care of that.
Figure out what we were gonna do.
Grab the card
Let's
and
go
deal.
bring Uncle Peanut's olive ingredient.
So the rest of you head back to the civilian quadrant where everybody's holed up, cart in tow. And I'm assuming you're just going to leave the cart, off by the tool shed.
Wherever Vimos would be.
Yeah,
Probably the tool shed.
tool shed. What would you all like to do?
Miss.
Wouldn't that be
I want to head to the.
Do you want to investigate the mansion first or head to the bar first?
I want to head to the bar first.
Let's give Uncle Vimos his thing because he's gonna need time to work on the bomb anyway.
I dropped it off where he wanted it.
Let's go to the bar.
Yeah, good on.
That'll be faster.
Okay.
You all head into the Griffin's Rest. It's not too shabby for an establishment. At some of the tables, there's some of the, civilians hanging about, getting food. You see Mr. Frolic over in the corner at a nicer looking table, biting into a big old sandwich. He's a large lad. He needs to eat.
I think needs is a strong word.
And, Sarek, to your surprise, you see the bartender. He's as tall as you.
hot.
God damn it.
Big
Oh my
chungus.
What was that, little man?
How does the grass taste, little
Chungus,
man?
that means absolutely.
Folks aside, I'm gonna approach the bar.
Okay, you approach the bar, some of you sit down, and the bartender turns around and says, "Yeah, what can I get all of you?" And she immediately, her eyes start to you, Sarak, and goes, "Huh, haven't seen another Goliath in a long time."
Oh, it's been a while for me too. Not since I left the mountain.
What mountain?
Ooh, up towards the north.
I come from the south. Good to see you.
You as well.
You guys need anything? Food, drink?
I hear about a
Smithing
new
equipment.
acquaintance,
Uh,
Durnan.
Oh, old man Durnan. Hammerbrain. Yeah, he sent me a letter a while ago about some bellows. I was meaning to ship them out to him, but then this whole undead problem started.
Of course.
Yeah, the bellows are in the tool shop. I'd be more than willing to help load them onto whatever type of part you guys have, but yeah, you're probably not going to be able to get them out of town, also considering the bridge got blown up.
Right, we're still working on that. We just wanted to stop in, make
Oh.
sure all this could be arranged.
Yeah, bellows are in the tool shop, no problem. You just get rid of these stinking undead. You can have the stupid things. I don't even use them anymore.
We're working on that part.
Yeah, Durnan already paid for them in full, so no problem there.
Oh, wonderful.
You guys want something to eat before you head out?
Can I have some?
She's just going to look at you, Lazuli, and like she didn't notice you and goes, "Aw, why aren't you just as cute as a button? You can have whatever you want."
Yeah! She's not like Tristan.
What is your strongest drink?
Can I have some water?
She will give you a glass of water. Here you go. And she's going to look at you, Harrow, and go, "You want the strongest drink I have?"
Not right before we go do more work, Harrow. Afterwards.
No, he's got a point.
Fine.
And be drinking on the
Only a
job.
little older than I am.
We can barely
I
handle what we
want-
have back parties.
I want the weakest.
I want the weed.
Yeah, how about this?
glass of
She's
water.
going to go behind the bar. She's going to pull out some wrapped. She's going to set it down. It's some meals that have been prepared. How about you guys take this with you for lunch? The house for saving the people stuck in the housing quadrant.
Thank you kindly.
Sounds good.
Would be wonderful.
Thanks much.
Let me see if my laptop will blue screen.
Hopefully not.
Punch your laptop.
What would you all
I
like
might
to
just do that. I might just do it.
Are we considering
Yeah.
the rest? Are we
You wanna
considering
swap
hanging out at the bar for a minute and drinking stuff a short rest?
Do you want it to be a short
if you
rest,
need-
Phoebe?
if
I
you
would
need-
like it to be a short rest.
Right.
Kinda, yeah.
You guys can spend half an hour at the bar and eat food.
Sure, we can make it a short rest.
Yep. If you so need it.
What's that, Quinn? I mean, how long is everyone good for? I assume you three each have to work in the morning.
I don't have work in the morning. I don't have work until Thursday.
I have work in the morning, but I don't have to go to bed until 11:30. So
All right. If you guys, what do you think? 10:30, 11:30? Not 11:30. Fuck no. 10:30, 11. My bad.
because No, maybe 11 if we need to.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe
10:30?
10:30 with 11 as a contingency.
Okay.
Alrighty. So you all are going to head. Are you going to head back over to the Gilded Gates?
Yes.
All right.
I think so.
So you head back over to the Gilded Gates, and the lifting mechanism is on the top of the wall.
Is there anybody up there?
No.
I'll fly up and open it.
Careful.
I mean, come in. They're always watching us.
So
As long as we just remind them that we're here to help with the undead problem, we're probably fine, right?
anyway, Harrow, you've got the mechanism. Give me an athletics check.
Athletics. What do I get on athletics? I get a +2 on athletics. 13 + 2 is a 15.
Yeah, so you manage to get this gate crank going. A little slow at first, but it opens up. And you all get to see the glitzy part of town. The townhouses are nice, the streets are paved, bricked.
Oh, I want to close the gate behind us so that undead don't follow, even if they are avoiding the area.
Fair enough. You can do that.
No, that's a good call. It's a very good call.
Excellent call.
All right. So
That's a good question. Where do you guys get the dirt?
it's not incredibly shiny, but the buildings and the fixtures are lined with silver facetings, so somewhat shiny.
It's pretty shiny dirt. Where'd we get it from?
Where do you guys get the dirt?
Upon coming through the gate and going to the main street, you see, obviously, I mean, how could you miss it? The mansion on the hill that overlooks everything.
That's where we're heading.
All right.
I assume, right?
Hi, my camera took a shit again. I'm sorry, Quinn.
That's fine.
It came up a while ago.
It's just kind of funny at this point, the VOD is just going to be funny because it keeps doing that.
All right. What did you do?
Just beelining to the mansion, right?
Who's to go first?
Do we want to take a on what happened?
This mansion has a gate, like a fence. Obviously, it's a mansion. It's got a gate around it. It's not like the gate that you just came through. That was like a military gate. This would be a black kind of fence, something you could easily scale. Fly over.
Fly me over, Harrow.
So I'll.
Hell yeah! I'm gonna grab her by her I'm gonna grab Leslie by her shoulders and then just fucking yeet her over.
Here.
Okay.
That's not a
Question: Are you're picking up Leslie to throw her over?
No, he's gonna fly.
No,
fly her.
yeet on over. To fly over.
Yeet over the
They
fence.
yeet on over, so he's gonna pick her up and just start flying.
Okay. How fast are you going, Harrow?
Mach speed.
Fastest you can go. Roll me 2d4s.
A what?
Oh, they've got a barrier. Oh, I think you just slammed yourself, possibly Phoebe, into a barrier.
What am I rolling?
2d4s.
3 and a 4.
Okay. Harrow, you take 3 damage smacking into this barrier. Leslie, you take 4 damage smacking into this barrier.
Harrow, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And they slide down the side of it
do
back to where everyone else is.
Okay. Wait.
Oh,
Yeah, of a bird smacking into glass and sliding down it.
It's horrible.
Well, no shit.
That hurt.
Where do you think they got the dirt?
I'd say he hit his head, but he's been asking that all day, so. Oof. Is the gate locked?
The gate to the mansion, I mean, you walk forward and you're almost at the gate and just your hands dunk, 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 dunk.
So you can't even make it to the gate.
Hmm. Does anyone here know how to dispel?
Oh, what?
Does anyone here know how to dispel?
I can't dispel magic yet.
So,
I do
Surak,
not have access
from your
my,
height, you can see over the fence, and you're right there. You're touching this, and you're figuring, circumference, whatever, doing big math in your brain.
Hmm.
And you're looking left and right. You're surveying where this bubble's going to be, and you see a tower. It doesn't really fit in with any of the architecture around here. And you're just kind of looking at the bubble, and you're like, wait a minute, it's on the tower. That tower is in between the bubble. Wait, hold on.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, I think I found out what's generating it.
What's that?
I'm just gonna pick up Torin, Lasley, and just kind of be like, big tower over there. You see the one that doesn't quite fit?
I'm gonna fly up a bit to see.
Good, because I don't have a third one.
You can get the best view. You see this tower that doesn't fit with any of the architecture around here. It's black. It's got markings on it, and you see a door on the inside. And you basically see a door on one side and a door on the other side, almost as though you could open one door and walk through.
So, do we think the tower is generating the barrier?
Yeah.
It makes sense. It sticks out like a sore thumb.
So what if we went and blew it up?
I'll go get Emos.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. What if we
well,
went
okay,
and asked
I'm
for
not
a little
gonna-
bit of help?
It could be something inside the tower that we could just go break or turn off. It might not be the tower itself. If it is the tower itself, yeah, we're going to have to talk to us.
We should take a vote. Do we want to just blow up the tower or investigate it?
It's up to you guys.
Let's have a look first. I don't see why not.
Okay.
Determine we have to blow it up then.
You're pulling at my heartstrings here. You're pulling at the fact that I want to blow things up, and I want the shinies. But if I blow up
Guys,
the
make your
shinies,
way
they turn
over
into a billion other shinies.
You guys make your way over to this tower. It's a pretty short walk. It's not too much. You just follow the circumference of the barrier, and you come to it. It's decently tall. It's got 2 stories to it,
And
and
this just isn't in the perimeter of the mansion's fence.
it's taken up part of the fence has been destroyed. To have it there. It was just plopped.
So I was just looking at this like, now I'm no expert, but this seems like an exceedingly bad idea on their part.
And there's a door with a eye slit in it. And what do you do?
Knock on the door.
It's a wooden door with metal.
I
So
said
reinforced.
knock on the door.
It's a reinforced door.
Okay, Harold wants to knock on it.
All right, you knock on
I
the
knock
door.
on the door.
Knock on the door, and the eye slit will open up. And you only see the pair of eyes, and they just go, "What do you want?"
To enter this tower.
No, and the slit will just bang closed.
Alright, I want to take out my G-Claw and knock again.
Knock again. The slit opens up.
I want to
Oh.
stab my G-Claw into the door, into the die slit.
Okay. You jam the E-Claw in through the door, which hits this guy in the face, and he just goes, fucking really. And the door just kicks open. Harem, make me a dex save.
Ooh, dex save.
I mean, I was thinking I was going to have to break it down.
Tell me what I get on this. Does this count? Can you tell me what bonus I get on this?
Save has to be at least a +6.
All right. 15 plus 6, 21.
All right, so you get out of the way as the door just flies open and almost hits you in the face. And before you see a very angry looking Goliath.
Just out of character. Joto!
And he is going to just reach onto his back and pull out just a fucking giant axe. And you see him you see the veins in his neck just. Give me some initiative.
I think she made him mad. Oh, God damn it! That's a 3 total.
Ethan,
You get Phoebe.
why did your initiative roll so bad?
I don't know. No matter
I
what
rolled a
character I
12.
play, no matter what d20 I roll, it's
What did-
always
what
my
did-
initiative.
What did you get?
I had a 12.
Ethan, 6.
I don't.
Quinn, you got a what? 20?
I
21?
don't know.
Okay.
Phoebe.
Phoebe, what did you get?
16.
16. Okay. Quinn, you're up first.
Semi-decent initiative.
Does this guy look hostile?
I don't know. His veins are pulsing. His muscles are pulsing. He has his axe drawn. He's gritting his teeth. He wants some chicken nuggets.
No, I think that man's got enough money for chicken nuggets.
He bleeds. Quinn. He bleeds. He's got blood.
$14. Unfortunately, that does not hit him. You. Hmm.
Oh. That makes sense.
Anyway, that brings us to his turn. And he is going to look at the guy that just jammed him in the face. And he's gonna swing on you.
What's my AC? Okay.
15. Well, he just misses. He gets a 14. So his axis is gonna swing right, but barely get you, and it's gonna slam into the ground, kicking up dirt and dust. And then he's gonna heave the thing over his shoulder and try again.
Yeah, that scans.
Okay, he hits you this time.
Baby girl, he's got multi-attack.
Oh boy.
All right.
I mean, he kind of has to, though, right? 4-on-1.
Them drinking words.
That's fine. What's Harrow's health? No, it's fine. I just wanted to check because I have a sheet right now where I have everything collective. I'll change it as we go. It's just easier for me to have. Harrow, he hits you for 11 points of damage.
I'm at 20.
That brings us to Phoebe.
Yeah, I'm still 1 health point above my maximum, so. Shut me
If I do what?
up.
No.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say this man is a meat man, therefore his dex might not be the best. So I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on him.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the save?
Dex save 13.
Harrow also have to make that.
Harrow's in the air, he'll be fine.
That's fine.
I'm casting it on
He
him.
failed.
Okay, I'm just saying because it's like a 15 or something.
Okay, so he's now glowing bright neon green.
Excellent choice.
Everybody gets advantage on him.
Okay, he's gonna sit there just angry, and he's just gonna look at himself and go, "The fuck am I glowing?"
And he also can't become invisible,
It's your turn.
in case that was a thing.
He could become invisible.
Oh,
He could
man.
still-
You hit me with your axe, you asshole.
We're just fighting an outlaw.
I'm gonna stab. I'm gonna go for. I want to specifically keep going for his face. Fuck his face.
Okay.
With my Yi claw.
Oh, fuck the face.
So you wouldn't believe this, but my highest roll was a 9. What is my bonus? Is it +6? All right, so it's a 15.
That just hits.
Yes.
Yeah, dex-based stuff
Have
makes you
something in common.
combat.
So that's a 2. No, that's not. That's 1d8. Oh, that did not land in my tray. 6 plus 4. That's 10,
takes
and then
that.
I'm going to spend a key point to go for unarmed strikes. So.
Okay.
Oh. God damn it. 15 plus 6 is 21.
Hits.
Yeah, that hits.
So.
I think that hits.
Yeah.
Oh, just ding, do, do, do,
For
do,
6 damage.
4.
And then my final hit, well, hopeful hit, 16 plus 6 is 22,
Yes.
followed by 3 plus 4, 7 more damage.
7 more damage. Oh,
What?
I'm just hacking him.
Damage.
Quinn, what the
I just dealt like 20-something damage.
whatever you posted in the D&D chat.
It's your turn. Whack,
No, you're sorry.
whack him.
Whack-a-mole.
Is he looking? How hurt is he look? How hurt he be looking?
Hit him.
He looking hurt.
Your best shot.
I love the way this encounter started. As soon as
Yeah,
he said
I'm
that
just
there
gonna
was
step
an
toe
ice
to toe
troll-
with this lad and give him a hammer.
All right.
Why don't you hit him with your best shot?
All right. With 11 bludgeoning.
Okay. You see this guy. He's starting. You hit him like right in the gut. Just poof. You see his eyes just roll back into his head as he's starting to fall over. And then his feet clench. He stands back up.
Oh, yeah.
Quinlan, it's your turn.
I haven't had the ability yet.
You're welcome.
Okay.
You're not. You're not.
Okay. 8 damage. Oh, basically, he stands his ground, almost passes out, regains consciousness, only to.
Oof. So what you're saying is we've got a bit of a Lawrence scenario.
Pretty
Sounds
much.
awful familiar.
And he goes down. But.
But I don't like that.
Well, unfortunately, he's just 1 shy, so he doesn't get the check.
Yo, what?
And he's.
Oh yeah, Undying Rage. Yeah.
He slumps. And yeah, that's
I'm not actually. Yeah, no, I don't even have that ability.
that's
Nice.
that's that.
Oh, he could pull a full teacher.
No.
So is he knocked out or is he still up?
He's knocked out.
Even though they're evil?
Oh, thankfully,
I just as soon as RJ
Sorry.
said you see a wooden door with like an eye slit, I was like, I'm gonna knock up, say I'm going in, and when they say no, I'm just gonna stab him in the eye.
I mean, thankfully he left the door open for you. What a nice man.
Do that.
Quite good idea. All right. All right. You tie him real good.
Tie him real good. Give him an old Boy Scout knot.
All
Wait.
right. So you all, I'm assuming, enter through this tower.
So I see when I walk into this building.
I mean, it's not a very large. It's big enough for maybe a person to hang out and to stand guard. So you enter the tower, and you open up the other door and come out the other side, and now you're inside the barrier.
But was there anything interesting in the tower?
We're looking for something that's generating the barrier.
Right.
So
The tower is just an entry point.
yeah, so there's likely, hopefully, an item in here, and it's not the tower itself generating the barrier.
Yep.
Yeah, but I still want to find the thing that's doing it, just so that if we need to, we can. Can I investigate? Can I investigate the tower?
Give me an investigation check.
Do I get a mod for my investigation check? Since I can't.
Say-
+0? Okay. So it's
You
just
are
a
not
straight
the
roll. I wonder where they got the floor.
I wonder where they get this dirt.
I rolled.
Or you care to have a look around.
So in front of you is the mansion. There's the main doors heading in, and on the side of the mansion there is a set of hatch basement doors. Cellar doors.
To be fair, this barrier would tell us why the zombies aren't over here.
So,
Literally a defense.
from what I can tell, guys, this
Can't get
mansion
here.
is doors.
Actually, why don't we leave the barrier intact for now? Because it's going to keep, at the very least, if you want to assume that this nobleman is evil, at the very least, it will keep the zombies off our backs while we're in there. I think if
No.
he's evil, we might
No.
be turning him into the mayor.
And that would give us a safe place to put civilians that's safe
There's
from
nothing
the zombies.
going.
They're already in a safe place.
That is actually a very
Yeah, but there's a
good-
safer place now. If we can, if he's actually evil, or if he's not evil, we could still try and see if we could make this a safe haven, easier to defend because it wouldn't require any defense.
What if someone else breaks the barrier?
So that might be the smartest thing you've said all day.
I wonder where they got the
Good.
floor.
That is actually a very good idea. This magical barrier would be a good haven.
Anyway, so before you, you have the basement doors and you have the main doors into the mansion. How would you like to proceed?
Should
Basement.
have the sneakiest people go first.
Basement.
Basement? Lazuli, would you like to go first?
Am I the sneakiest person?
Might be, out of all
What
of
what
them.
would constitute the sneakiest person?
There's
I have
sneakers.
I have really well
Yeah,
decked.
I have a +3. You're both better than me.
Okay. Then Tor, you
I can turn myself invisible, though.
first.
That's what I'll do. Leslie's gonna
Okay,
turn
so-
herself invisible and go run in.
Okay, so Lazuli, you cast invisibility on yourself.
Yeah.
You're gonna go in through the basement, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You open the hatch door in the basement and you head down.
Oh, I'm
Into the basement.
in the middle of D&D.
So you're going down the steps into the basement, and you come to a relatively large room. And inside this room are a bunch of odd-looking totems. They kind of look like the tower outside, but smaller. About a little smaller than you. And in the center of this room is like a magical bubble. And in that bubble is a figure. And he is sitting there in the bubble. He's just kind of hanging out, just relaxing. He looks unenthused, kind of bored.
What does he look like?
Well, he has white hair that's slicked back. He has 2 horns on his head. One of the horns is broken, and he is missing his right arm. He's wearing pretty nice clothes, but it looks pretty raggedy. Like he's been in
We talking like a human with horns or like tiefling-looking guy?
Tiefling-looking guy.
Okay.
And his clothes look raggedy, almost like he's been stuck in this bubble for a while.
Speaking
Can you
doesn't break
hear us?
ability, so I'm gonna be like, "Who are you?"
And he's going to slowly turn his head, and he's going to go, "Who am I? Well, I'm the one that does everything for the house, whether I want to or not. Who are you, small invisible child?"
He's got true sight.
I'm a friend. Are
Oh.
you a prisoner? Do you want to be let out?
Oh, being let out. An idea. That sounds wonderful. Yes, please, let me out. Break all the totems. That'll do the trick.
No, I'm not there, but I don't like the way this guy's
Let's
talking.
scurry away for a second and be like, "There's no one down there but a guy who wants to be let out. Sir, you could break some things."
Why do I need to break things?
Because they're making him do things.
There's a guy?
He doesn't want to be doing things, and that's bad.
Was there anyone else in the room?
Down there, there's a guy in a bubble. He's got horns.
Sure, take me to this guy. We'll see.
I want to come with. Would that be fine?
I'm gonna scurry back down.
Yeah, we might as well.
All right, you all go down. He's sitting there with his legs crossed, watching you all come down. Torval. Give me a perception check.
Oh no. Okay, no, I gotcha.
Give me a perception check. And by the way, you have advantage on fiends, correct? Okay. Then roll me a perception check. Yeah, his clothes, they look nice. Anyway, he looks at all of you. Lovely. People that aren't in that
Hamster.
stupid...
Oh my god, it's so cute. Friend! Friend! Oh, I'm
So, you wouldn't be so kind as to...
What are you looking at? The cat?
the hamster!
I don't.
Hamster!
That video stone has not loaded on my screen.
It's a Pokemon!
Yeah, this is blank.
He's going to look at you all and say, so would you be so kind as to let me out of this dusty bubble? I've been stuck here. Go ahead.
What are you?
You notice that, well, he looks like a tiefling. His eyes, you see a fire in them, which puts you off. You can't quite put your finger.
So how are we out of this bubble, mister? Why were you put in it?
Oh, that
Son.
why? Well, you see, the owner of this mansion, well, he made a nice little old dealy-do with the cult, and they put me in this bubble to upkeep the stupid barrier. I also heat the water, and I do the dishes, and I clean the house.
Oh my
Wait, you're generating the barrier.
Yes. And I
He's
hate
generating
it.
the. We can't get rid. We can't
Oh
set
my
him free.
God,
Then. We have to wait.
Hmm.
Then, yeah, I'll let you to roll inside again if you want. No. All right, fine. Then give me an Arcana check with advantage. You think that this guy, he might be a ball. A bale? Is that how you pronounce it?
Oh, the B-A-L.
B-A-E-L.
You know, I've heard different pronunciations of that
Rail,
one.
ball,
Ball.
caster,
You.
work grunting. Why are you so
I don't think that's not the one. I'm using the one off D&D Beyond. Yeah.
kick me?
Yeah, it's yep, that's who it is. Mm-hmm. Good. That's the one I'm using.
It's not a ball. It's ball.
It's ball. There you go.
Well, you
You
don't
look like you had an epiphany. Are you okay, my dude?
or you look a little right.
Are you okay, Torval?
Torval, you good there? You look a little shooked.
Sure.
Yeah, should we step out of the room? Okay, let's go do that.
Okay, bye, mister. I'll be back in a minute. What's the matter?
What's he look like?
What's a ball? Kinda.
Yes.
Not
I
really.
mentioned that at the church the one time they gave me rations.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's an archdevil. Hey, Lazuli, I know I said it would help you break things, but I have a hard time believing
Not.
that archdevil is not going to be an issue if we let it out.
Why would he be an issue to us? I mean,
But
we're
an issue to civilians.
It's out.
what if he's an issue just to the guys that kept him trapped?
What happens when he's done with them?
I don't know. I'd just go home at that point.
You're not an archdevil, you're a
Witch into the
really
world.
sweet little girl.
I don't know.
How about we ask him to go home after he's done doing what he wants to do?
I don't think he has to listen to us. I think if he wanted to, he could. Well, would you say it's accurate to say he could slaughter each of us with one finger?
We could say we won't let him out unless he does
What was that again? Maybe I didn't hear what you said.
that. I said
We didn't hear a thing you said,
won't let
Torva.
him out unless he goes home. Against the lich before? Didn't you say lich is like really, really powerful?
To be fair, we have seen, if this is still Black Weaver, which I think it's safe to assume it is, we've seen them summon some pretty big stuff without any of their heads around.
Why don't we just make friends with him?
I don't think he's the kind of person. I don't know, Tor, this is your expertise.
Just make friends with the Lich that's trying to kill everything.
I don't know, make friends with you guys figure out what you want to do. Leslie's not. She's gonna go make friends with the guy.
I think I heard scurrying feet go that way.
I'm gonna go check on the devil. We should all go check on that.
Yeah.
You told me you're an archdevil, which means you're really dangerous and you might kill all of us, but probably not a good idea to keep you
It's just
trapped
sitting
in
there.
a bubble now, is it?
Yeah, I probably could do that. But as you see, just dunk, 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 dunk. I'm stuck.
Who put you in? Was it that lich guy?
Well, he assisted, just kind of air quotes with his one hand. But I don't know. Maybe the leader. I wasn't really paying attention. That's what happens when you get ripped out of a hell portal without any choice and stuffed in a bubble.
See,
Put at the bottom of the mansion to heat the damn water.
we want to let you out, but we're scared that you're going to kill a lot of people that we care about.
Just kind of leans
When do we
against
walk
the
in?
bubble. You, I would never do something like that.
Can I read through that, please?
Yeah, okay. Give me
That's insight.
an insight check.
Okay.
Oh, DC is like 5. Oh no, that tone was pretty obvious. I don't think he's trying to hide it.
That's a nut 20. It's a 22.
Not 40?
22.
Yeah, he'd probably do something like that.
So, what if we made a deal?
Oh, I'm very fond of those.
No, I'm just gonna pick Lazuli up and back up. No.
The room out.
Stop! Put me out. We'll let you out, but only if you promise
Like-
to hurt the people that put you in here and then go home.
He just kind of like
No.
puts his hand.
No.
I think I can make that work.
Nope. Kyle, what Tor has told us, he will find a way to do exactly what he wants to do, no matter what you ask him to do. No, you're not even getting a chance to do that. We're checking out the rest of the mansion.
He just kind of whacks his finger at you. The only thing I want to do is get rid of that pesky lich.
And that would only benefit us. I don't
trust you.
He's lying.
Just kind of go ahead, give me some insight. See if he's lying.
I don't really care if he's lying. I'm just saying plain out, I don't trust you.
Oh, but I'm a super trustworthy guy.
Information tells me otherwise. I can. He's got a very big shading grin. I show you, but if I turn the camera around, it's probably going to fuck with the mic.
Yeah.
Leave this room, okay, Lazuli?
We're going to check out the rest of the mansion first. You are not making any deals.
He just lays back lazily in his bubble. Yeah, okay. I mean, you guys have fun dealing with Mr. Silver then. Oh, you're not interested? That I'm fairly certain he looked at all of you. None of you can do anything about him. At least not at the moment.
We'll figure something
I
out.
still think
Okay.
this guy
With that, you.
other people managed to capture him.
Sorry, what was that?
I still don't believe that this guy is as dangerous as you claim him to be, only on the basis that they managed to capture him. As if there are more dangerous things that we could probably use his help on.
So we have here.
But we can use his help.
Please set free a king of hell who will fuck us over and kill everyone.
And he can go home.
Here's the thing. Either
Look, I'm
he's
all for
as strong as
trusting
we think
people,
he
but
are,
this is too far.
Fine.
either he's
Leave him here.
as strong as we
Also,
think
that
he
deal
is
would
and will kill
probably
us
take
all,
your soul
or
off
he's
to
not that
favor
strong at
that
all and will be
colleague
completely
leader.
useless.
You don't know that.
There's every chance we let him out and he kills us and then kills everything else.
That would be breaking the deal.
If you make a deal with him, and from everything Tor is saying, it sounds like a deal might be a worse idea than just letting him out. Not a miracle. What is your definition of miracle? I just want to make sure.
So I'll say you guys are arguing as you're heading up the steps to go to the main part of the.
Sure.
Well,
It's like 10:35.
Yeah,
we can stop here. Then.
right. Stop while we're arguing about this archdevil. Just holding the invisible child to make sure she doesn't go sell her soul.
I'm not selling my soul. You don't have to sell your soul in every deal with any devil.
Frank doesn't know
Wait.
that. He knows the stereotype.
Ball.
No, he also was talking to me. He's like, "Oh yeah, you guys might encounter a devil," and I was like, "A devil, huh? That could be interesting, but also very bad for us." And then it's just like, he even told me, he was like, "A ball," and I was too lazy to look it up. And then Quinn was like, "Okay, so I get to know what it is. It's a ball." I'm only getting an archdevil, and I was like, what? Sorry, beg your pardon.
Mildly, yeah. I didn't know if I didn't know if didn't know if he was the only one. I didn't know if he was the only one.
Oh, there is only one. There's one ball. And RJ said he didn't know if there was one ball.
Yeah, I didn't know if he was like.
That's a legend.
Fair enough. I'll roll with it.
Lazarus, innocent childhood.
So if this is the black religion,
Oh, I'll give Leslie props for all the shit she's been through. She is still weirdly naive in some cases.
and then there's Hart,
He's still
Girl has been through utter hell,
then there's
and it's
Harrow,
still just like
kind of like
it's her.
friend.
I can respect that. Unless you're suddenly multi-class into warlock, no.
I like that we had the one smart moment from Harrow where he was just like, couldn't we use it as a safe haven?
That was actually really good.
But I like that moment was right after he walked up to a door and just went, "Hey, can I come through here?" No.
Area.
Yeah. Okay, well, as long as he's locked up, no. But if that bubble goes down for any reason, yes.
Because now
Plus, all these people.
But now we
today-
can't get rid of the bubble.
we can. You
So what we could do, well, I guess we'd have to wait till we get back. But what I plan on having Harrow offer is the idea that we go tell the mayor that this rich guy has the fucking devil in his basement. Show him how to get there. Bunch of
Suppose we
fucking
could
crusade with the fucking Christians.
They're all
Yeah,
busy,
well,
but
both.
Jonathan.
But
Okay, let's be perfectly honest. None of our campaigns have any chill. No, that's true, but you have had moments that are just like 0 to 100.
A come on. Come on. He told you he's never hurt anybody. He's not that kind of guy.
Sure. Oh, is he only the weakest?
Is he only the weakest god that you can fight?
Oh, good. We can fight Hermes. Yeah, no, archdevils are like, they're just archangels for hell, essentially.
Yeah, I know.
You want to take that?
It's just
You know,
like-
we want to fight archangels.
Yeah,
It's
you
the
know,
weakest.
dude was just
It's
hanging
just the
out.
weakest god tier enemy there is.
His baby. You know,
Meanwhile, we are level 4.
That cat just doesn't care.
he's so heavy. Where'd you get on outside?
He's very pudgy. You need to start to lift, Phoebe.
4.
Yeah, Quinlan, you.
Don't.
Good.
Yeah, come on, Quinn. You sounded slightly surprised. It's just ball, you know.
Casually ball. You know, next we're gonna go to some castle, go into the basement, and Tiamat's just gonna be down there.
I mean, no, man. I was gonna have a Tarask in the next bubble.
Oh my god. So fluffy.
A long cat.
Cat is forever.
You saying you don't want to be friends with Ball?
I want to be friends with Paul.
What the fuck, Chris Perkins?
Lastly, we'll be friends.
I think that's called a self-destruct button.
Oh, is this a Tarask?
It does exactly what it says it does. It summons the Tarask.
Why'd you want that?
Self-destruct button?
Wouldn't you want that?
You know, every motherfucker in the room,
Including yourself.
including your entire party. I could see a party like losing some big battle and being like, all right, well, if we don't win, we don't either.
Oh,
Pretty much. DEFCON 5 immediately.
wait. Does that mean he's in a Pokeball?
Yeah, my little sister came into the room.
I choose you.
My little sister came into the room with
Come
a
on.
minion
How come you
Pokeball,
guys don't
and she
let
handed
Leslie
me.
make
She
a
said,
deal with
"Don't
Ball?"
throw it against the
Nice
wall."
guy.
There's a
Because
little creature in
Leslie's
there.
got enough shit to deal with.
Up her little Pokeball, and there's her
I
hand.
already know she's got a curse. This poor girl has been branded, traded as property, cursed. According to her, she had her face almost torn off. I got strangled by legs. I think this poor child has been through enough. I cannot, in good conscience,
Yeah.
let her enter a demonic contract.
Sell your soul for a decanter of endless water.
Not selling
Okay,
him.
diabolic.
I'm letting him out. That's it. That is my side done.
And I guarantee you, he will make it so that that is not the case. Give him ideas.
If we let him out or if we don't let him out. What are you
Can
gonna do?
you repeat that?
The real question here is, would you rather have an archdevil as a friend or an enemy?
I don't think you can truly make one as a friend. I don't think you can ever truly be friends with an archdevil. You can be a pawn to an archdevil. I think that's as good as you get.
How do you know? Have you ever tried?
not fucking the
Have you
devil.
ever tried?
Come on, you could try to seduce him.
Look, I'm not saying
Yeah, why not
that
have the bard
somebody.
seduce him?
I'm
He's a child.
People are into that.
I'm not.
his whole
I can't be Helltaker.